What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Slick C, aka Mr. Two Fly, tuned in Hampton, Virginia, on the No Limit Podcast right now. Just want to let y'all know, 2025, we coming in big with new music, new shows, new content. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram at Slick Chris. Appreciate y'all.
It's Karma. That's Fr.Karma. We with No Limit Podcast, best podcast in the 757. I got a show, Riff House Pub. Check it out. It's on the 28th. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at fr.karma. I'm out here, y'all. Come on, girl, to the ocean blue. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Come on, let that body move. Let me see what that body do. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move.
What you tryna do? I'm tryna get with you, see what that body do. I can't lie, you one of a kind, you stay on my mind. You a hell of a vibe, it's summertime. I'm tryna get right tonight, show you what it means to have a good time. No more staying in the crib, let me show you how to live. Take a ride in the whip and play passenger princess. You wanna play summer jams, be my guest. No more stress, we here for a good time, not a long time. Go and text your best friend, tell her meet us at the next location. It's a celebration, the party don't stop when it hits shot o'clock. So pour me a cup and let's turn up. Glass in the air, look up at the sky. It's your boy Slick C, Mr. Two Fly.
Come on, girl, to the ocean blue. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Come on, let that body move. Let me see what that body do. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Come on, girl, to the ocean blue. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Come on, let that body move. Let me see what that body do. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move.
Out of everything I've been through, remain to be too smooth. I'ma get you in this groove, you don't dance, girl, please. Just hit me with a little two-step, no jeans in the summer, sundress season. This tan, about to give you some seasoning, skin glowing, attire so fly, sponsored by Bowen. Shorty gon' ask where we going, we tryna get the summer started. We outside, Virginia Beach, are you for real? The energy is live, can't you tell? The baddies came through, it feels so surreal. Summer NBA Part 2 with a fresh new crew. What it do, stay true, coming straight from the news. Touchdown to an ocean view, man, I can't get enough of this. I swear these kind of moments never miss. Show me love, no need to diss.
Come on, girl, to the ocean blue. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Come on, let that body move. Let me see what that body do. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Come on, girl, to the ocean blue. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Come on, let that body move. Let me see what that body do. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move. Like, oh, 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 oh. Let that body move.
You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen, at 757. This is the best podcast on the East Coast. You're now tuned in to the No Limit Show with your guy, Just Ed, D-Lo the Shogun, Ace Fr.Karma, Germany Bad, and DJ YT. And tonight, we bringing the best of the best of the best. We always say it. Every week, we bring in new underground artists. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. But tonight, beside me, I got Fr.Karma. And then I got Slick C in the building.
What's going on? What's going on?
How y'all living?
We good, good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for real, we appreciate it. Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm going through pages and I'm like, I try to do a little bit of homework. Monty can tell you I do just a tad bit. Not a lot, just a tad bit. But I'm looking and I'm just like, okay, these guys, the content is there. It seems like whatever team y'all have going on for yourselves, y'all heavy with the content, heavy with the stage presence, and just music constantly coming, which I love.
Thank you. We
Being
appreciate
consistent is crazy. The energy though, the energy is different. The energy is different, and I say that is because I got an alternative rocker beside me, and I'm not putting on labels. I'm just saying from the music I got, alternative rock. And I was listening to Mosh Pit, so I'm sitting beside. I'm like, is he gonna push me? Is he gonna shove me when the music starts? Am I ready for that? But then I got Slick C over there, and he real smooth, real smooth. Like, you know what I'm saying, just casual. You know what I'm saying? But for the fans and supporters out there, I think just like me, it's the first time meeting them. We need an origin story. We need to know the names, how it started, where y'all from. So what we gonna do? We gonna start with Fr.Karma real quick.
I'm from 757 Virginia Beach. I started wasn't even trying to take music seriously because that shit is a competitive ass thing. But music was just my hobby. I was 15, 16 making music in the room. One day I came out, showed my mom my music. She posted it. One dude hit me up for the studio because of personal issues. We never got into the studio.
Okay.
But I knew I had good music. If someone is ready to pay for me and to get in the studio and make a music video for me, so I decided just to take music seriously.
Okay. So born and raised, right?
Born and raised
Virginia Beach.
Virginia. Yeah.
Okay.
I moved a little bit.
Okay, understandable. I'm an East Coast nomad myself, so whole DMV, everything, all the states and cities. If you name it, I probably live there. You know what I'm saying? Quick question though, when you said you showed your mom your music and stuff like that, it's not typical.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could put a genre onto your sound, so people could understand, what would you name it?
Well, I wasn't even doing the rock shit back then. It was more of a like kind of a pop rap. Well, like more of love songs around that time.
Using your feels.
Yeah, feels.
So you was like R&B almost.
Not really. I say more of a Juice WRLD, Lil Uzi vibe. Yeah.
Juice WRLD and Lil Uzi vibe.
You know,
ain't
they
doing
was
the whole.
big back then.
You're not doing the whole hip thing back then.
Nah. I don't. I still don't do the hip thing.
Okay, all right. That's why I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Huh?
You ain't never did the hip thing.
Nah, it's just not me.
Yeah, no judgment out there, but as we get older, it's just, I feel like age has a certain limits on what we should do in public, and the hip thing that dies down. Y'all might be younger than me. I'm 29, so, but yeah, no.
Hey, look, I look at it this way. If whatever makes you happy, go ahead and do it in the club.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a club setting, I guess you should have fun. But yeah, on the boardwalk and shit in Virginia Beach, don't you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, what was the transition from the pop rap to alternative? Like, where was your head at?
One day, I just decided to yell in the mic, and it just kind of flowed better. A lot of people liked it in the crowd, and I see how people had fun with it. So it's something that I thought was kind of therapeutic, and I see the people like it. Like, one thing about me is that I always try to give back to the people because that's what music's all about.
Okay. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. When you were going through your song catalogs and stuff like that, I was like, have I seen alternative, being like in the black category? Yes. But I feel like now it's getting a lot more spotlight. So when I heard the music, I was just like, who he reminds me of? Mario Judah. You know what I'm saying? I say give me but Mario Judah, he definitely pushes the boundaries on how you say things. Or Khalil. Or no, that's not named. It's not his name. It's Jaleel. Jaleel. When I seen him, big buff dude, doing all the alternative and mosh pits and backflips off stage, I was like, I like seeing that. I feel like the people kind of put minorities in one select genre, one select group, and that's all we can do, or all we're allowed. But I like when artists come out and they're like, you know what? No, just because my skin tone's this don't mean I have to do the norm. I can step outside the box. You know what I'm saying? So, how long have you been doing it? When you said you did it back in the day, so like, when was your first single?
I say my first single that I released was "I Can't Hear You," and we're gonna play it today. That I released that back in 2023, so like late 2023, right before 2024. Yeah, so
Okay, okay, I like that. So we're gonna switch it over. Origin time for Mr. Slick C.
What's going on, man? So, I'm born in Hampton, Virginia. Lived in Hampton all my life. As I had just mentioned earlier, I moved around a lot when I was a kid. Like, I went to like 5 different elementary schools and stuff. But besides the point, I started music when I was 15. I want to say I started off actually making beats. I didn't really do the lyrics and all that stuff. I remember I started off on my phone using GarageBand just because it was free and stuff. Then started putting out music, still kept going. Then a couple of years ago, around 2022, I started doing shows, actually performing live in front of people. And since then, I just been going up, just trying to just make name, make music that's great, and try to give something back to my community as well. That's what he mentioned.
That's how I know y'all younger than me, because GarageBand, Band Labs.
Right.
What's another mobile app that people are using to record? Because when we used to record, it would just go strictly on SoundCloud. SoundCloud had that app you could record or everything like that, and upload it. So yeah, y'all younger than me. I get it. I'm getting old. It's all right. It's
can
all
we
good.
go back to the rock thing though? Like, I feel like a lot of people say like black people like are just getting into rock, but
We originators.
yeah, we the originators.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. We're the originators, but people around the world kind of lose history. I would say African Americans, we lose our history. We forget about our history. So they don't necessarily study or show spotlight on those big Chuck Berrys. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that anymore. Yeah. That's why they're forgotten. So that's why when I see it now, people are like, oh man, that's crazy they're doing it now. I want to see more people do it. I want to see people step out of their element and really put a name to it, because it's like, yeah, we've had innovators in the past, but because those certain artists don't study those innovators, they're lost in the sauce. Yeah. You know? And it sucks to say that, and now we got to put this out, but it sucks. But yeah, a lot of artists nowadays, if you tell them, where's this beat sample come from or whatever like that, they're going to name somebody from the early 2010s, 2000s, not knowing it came from the 90s, and the 90s took it from the 80s, and the 80s took it from the 70s, and so forth and so forth. Like, everybody thinks I'm unique. I did this. I'm the first one to do it.
Sorry about that.
You know what I'm saying? That wordplay maybe, but actual music samples, no. You know what I'm saying? And then jump on back on what you said.
Right.
Moving around a lot. Tell you, I've been there. And you said you moved around a lot too in Virginia as well.
A little bit.
Right. Fun fact, we actually met in high school.
Did you?
Yeah. That's actually one key moment I did forget.
What high school?
Grafton. It's up in Yorktown.
Okay.
Yorktown, Grafton High School. Yep.
How was that experience though? Like, how did it shape y'all as artists moving around a lot?
Man, I think it's dope to see, because growing up, I mostly grew up around black people, and Grafton was like my first time seeing white people.
She said first time?
It was like being around.
Who are you? Non-melanin folks.
But it's interesting to see viewpoints from black kids and then white kids as well. It helps me as an artist too to be careful on what I do and what I say. And we'll get into that later as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely can understand that. That East Coast nomad is for real. I kind of resonate when he said, "Oh yeah, I've been to 5 different elementary schools," because I've never been to the same school twice. So I kind of grew up around the real big ghettos. I went to the real richy class schools, the country schools, the schools that you don't even think supposed to be open, but they're open, and it definitely helps you actually understand everybody's situations and environment. You know what I'm saying? You can walk in a room and just read it and be like, you know what? Let me put my white man voice on real quick. You know what? Let me mention some streets because I'm around some street folks. Hell, if I got to speak some Spanish, that's what I do. You know?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Exactly.
That's how you started.
Exactly. But with the name, Fr.Karma, like, how did you come up with that?
Man, there was a bunch of factors. Karma is definitely a real thing. What you put out is definitely gonna always come back to you. And I seen it. It's my best friend. You can ask him. I've been in situations where I don't even gotta do nothing, and motherfuckers still gonna eat dirt.
Mm.
Yeah. So
No voodoo, no witchcraft.
no
You just
voodoo, no witchcraft.
throw your hand. Oh, damn. Okay.
Amen.
All right. All right. I can dig it. What about you, Slick C? Where did that come from?
Man, if I had to, I don't know. I would hate to be cliche and just be like, it was kind of just random in a sense. I wanted something to kind of fit my name, Chris. So it was like I want there to be a C involved. I was just like, Slick C, that sounds kind of fly. I never heard nobody say Slick C, but I know people try to say, I mean, you listen to Slick Rick.
See, I thought you were paying homage. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, that's unique because I haven't heard anybody go by Slick.
Right. I feel like it's kind of like when people do Lil Wayne, who else got Lil on their name?
Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, Lil Snoop, the littles. I see. That's what I hate because I hate the Lils, the bigs,
Right.
the YN. I hate that.
Yeah.
Not saying that I hate the culture itself. I just hate that everybody's generic with it. And then when you ask, you be like, "Where that come from?" Well, my nickname when I was a baby, they used to call me CC it is, but then over time I wanted to be Lil CC. I'm just like, just go with CC or go with what you're known for.
Just had Lil, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Just you can't necessarily separate yourself, especially nowadays where everybody's on the internet. If your name is even similar to somebody else's, you won't find them. You know what I'm saying? You got to separate yourself. Even my name, when I finally decided, hey, I'm gonna go by Just Ed, I had to go through. There's a whole nother DJ, a legendary DJ named Just Ed. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to solidify myself as me as an individual and still give him homage to you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
But yeah, Slick, I thought it was kind of fly. So I was like, let's go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, not to cut you off. It'd be a couple of times where I'd be performing, and we'll get into it when we get into the songs. But I'll be like, "What's going on, y'all? My name's Slick C, aka Mr. Too Fly." So just kind of giving myself a nickname in a sense.
Okay, yeah, I dig that. Well, the song that we heard earlier to start off the show, it was a collab between both of y'all.
Right.
So let me break down y'all's brain. Like, how was the process? How did y'all take y'all's two styles of music and combine them into one?
Basically, we was around that time I was trying to put out a summer EP joint. I kind of wanted to get like a summer vibe, and I know kind of around that time Afro beats was just booming. It seemed like every hit you would hear on the radio, it had like some type of Afro joint to it. And I was like, why don't we try to do something like that? I'm like, he's good on his vocals. Like, he gave off that melodic sound once we hear his music. So I was like, if I get him on a hook and if I just spit a few verses, sound amazing.
And how would you describe your genre of music?
I say it's kind of traditional, lyrical in a sense. I know one person that we did a show with, Uncle Joe. He always said I give off like a Will Smith vibe.
Okay, I'm glad, man. Y'all are helping me with this interview because it's like certain things I want to say, but then I don't want to say it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna say it, but I don't want to sound like enough. Because Will Smith is a dope dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that he is an icon. He'll be here forever. Right. But Will Smith also has one of those happy-go-lucky, like you listen to his music and it's just like the world is perfect.
Right.
And it's like sometimes you feel like he has shades on, like you don't really know the world fucked up. We need some shit that we can really relate to. But Will's like, hey man, let's get happy. I've never heard a song from Will where it's just like, damn, I really need to think about certain shit like this, then the third. He's always uplifted already. Right. So when I was listening to your lyrics in that song, I was like, yeah, you're uplifted. You came in here well-mannered. I didn't even get out the car yet, and you was already like, hey, how you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
And it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
I always like to get my respect.
Okay.
So, without a doubt.
Which is also respect. I love it. Okay. So, Summer Vibes EP going on. Is this the only song y'all have together?
We got a couple more. I about to say it was another summer one I could have probably sent you through email.
No. We're not gonna give them everything on the show
Right.
because what we want is to give them a little taste.
Right.
We're gonna treat this like Sam Club. You get a sample,
Right.
and if it's really good and you really love the content that you ingested,
Right.
then they're gonna go to them pages. They're gonna go to them Spotify, them shows. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really gain them. One thing I will have to ask though, and this goes for both of y'all. So I'm gonna ask you first, as cameras on you.
Right.
What separates you from another artist?
I say what separates me is I gotta say my passion and just how I bring myself out as like a character, in a sense how I go about myself. I've always been preaching authenticity and respecting the culture, and one thing I try to be is different. How can I make something new? How can I make something that will relate to the listener? And it's like I'm always in my head trying to just make sure everything sounds good, everything is almost perfect. So I say, if I had to separate myself from another artist, him, I just say I preach authenticity, being real.
Okay,
That's what I preach.
real deal. What about you, Mr. Karma?
Well, I think I just experiment with music. My whole thing for music is I'm not chasing money. I'm not chasing to be the biggest thing. I'm really trying to reach other audiences, all audiences, and kind of give them what they need. Like I got rage shit, I got conscious, and even with the rage shit, I'm very selective on what I do, especially more now that I'm getting eyes on me. I'm actually writing an article right now on how rock music actually helps the mental. Yeah. So
Does it?
yeah, it actually does. It gets all their energy out, boosts their confidence, gets out their anger. Too much of it can be bad though, so that's why I'm gonna start mixing it up a little bit, so I'm not just known as a rage artist.
Yeah, because I feel like when you hear the name Rage, it automatically incites like, oh yeah, they're angry. They're, you know what I'm saying, they're just bad people. They, you know what I'm saying, but they don't understand they're probably going through some things, and this is how you get that release. You know what I'm saying? I think the image itself that comes with like rock and alternative and just that real they just hear the screaming, they see people jumping, they see people with the angry faces, but they're not really breaking down lyrics like they do any other drama. It's not just a bunch of screams and stuff like that. It's like they really going through some things, and it's more relatable than what you think. So by you writing on that, I think it's something that the public would love to see, because my father, if he was here right now, he would love you, because that's why I kind of grew up on. I grew off the Rage Against Machines, Korn, Black Sabbath, Rammstein, like just a whole bunch of screamo. People look at my dad and I'm like, Dad, turn that down, please. Please turn that down. He was like, nah, son, this will get you going. So during wrestling season, that's what we was listening to. Football season, we listening to. I wasn't listening to no real hood shit. I was like, I'm about to kill these motherfuckers. So yeah, we definitely need to see that more. Trying to think, cause y'all too separate. So, who did they show first, or were y'all like a unit?
He actually got me into like open mics. I went to go see him first. It was a show in Richmond.
Yeah, it was a show in Richmond. I say it was actually probably my first show that I did in Richmond, I want to say. And that was probably the same year that I really started, performing live that I had mentioned earlier. It was a competition. This promoter / DJ that was hosting the event, Mosfest, he's a DJ based out of Atlanta. He'll take certain artists, take certain artists out of his performances that he do, his little competitions, and then fly them to one location. The first one I did with him, we went to Atlanta. The second one, which was the one I just did for Richmond a couple years back, took us to New York. So I got picked again. He came out, a couple of other people, shout out to Little Kai, that's our homeboy. They came through, and it was after that show that he was like, hey, I want to perform too. Like, I do music. I was like, you my man. I know you since high school. I'm going to put you on.
Yeah, because I'm trying to piece together the dots of how y'all really... Because, okay, you see each other in high school, y'all homeboys, but y'all can definitely have different paths, obviously, because y'all do different styles, genre of music. Right. So I'm trying to see, like, okay, who performed first? How did y'all get together? How did y'all get the label going? Because are y'all under a label or are y'all just a collective?
Independent.
Okay.
Independent. But we
So
work together.
okay,
in a sense.
okay.
It's
So
like
that's
we
how
still
y'all.
independent, but we work together. It's kind of like we manage each other, try to boost ourselves. It's like he's good on content, being a cameraman. I'm good as far as producing, the mixing and mastering. So it's like, hey, I'll do this for you if you can help me make content. I'm making beats and stuff, help fix the songs, and it's like we're not really forcing a payment out of one another. So it's like it's kind of a boost to try to help us.
Yeah, everybody eating
Yeah.
at the end of the day. As long as you pull your weight, everybody can
It's like
succeed.
no disadvantage in that or one taking advantage of the other. It's none of that. It's
Yeah.
like we kind of give back.
That's how me and my usually operate. Cause
Right.
yeah, my usually he producer, engineer, and stuff like that.
Right.
I just got to get the gab. I can bring the
Yeah.
people. if you can do everything, I
Right.
can bring.
If you can do the technical stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I can bring the people in the room. So when you say collective, like, is it more of y'all besides y'all two?
Yeah, it's one other person.
It's
Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah, she's the one that really holds everything out. Shout out Charlie. Like she's like the real shit. Like
Facts.
yeah,
Especially for putting us here in the room with you.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been done without her.
She
She is. Been killing it.
is what's the right? Very professional.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's sending me emails and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, my verbiage don't even work out like this. But all right, I hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking on the phone and I'm just like, yeah. And she's just like, okay, just make sure that this is I'm just like, yo, who trained you? Like, how'd you get like that? Yeah, top tier.
Nah, she's
Keep her in the
great.
corner because yeah, she's like that.
She's good.
She's like that. I mean, but y'all both said independent though. Like, do y'all want to stay independent forever? I mean, I know that's like the fab right now is everybody just independent working for themselves.
I say, I mean, the best route really is independent until we find that label, that company that kind of wants to invest in us in a sense. But at the same time, we got to put in that work for us to even be putting they vision, their eyes. Cause they're not looking at it. We still trying to come up and stuff. We still trying to eat. We still trying to put on for the state, for the city. And I think with this plan that we had came up with trying to work a little bit more with each other, with all three of us, me, him, and Charlie, I think it could happen.
Okay.
It definitely happen.
Do you feel the same?
What was the question again?
I said, like, being independent. Do y'all want to stay independent or would y'all accept a label offer?
Man, for right now, it's independent because you look, everybody's like, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have gotten to that label.
That's true.
But it's also like I was also talking to somebody else. I feel like they were like, I feel like they always want more than what they're giving because everybody that was signed to that badass label, they're still put on. They might have had to go through this, that, and the other. They still were getting paid, traveling. They might have not been the richest that they could be, but they still got put on. You
Right.
feel me? So it's that you really got to look into it. I haven't looked into labels, so I can't speak too much on that.
I always see labels as just like a big shout out. You know what I'm saying? They just have the plethora of people that just like,
They got the resources.
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this my guy. He's cool with us, and everybody's like, oh well, if they like him, then yeah, he's got to be the great person. That's the only thing about a label I see the benefit out of the exposure.
The marketing.
You know what I'm saying? After that, it's just like, do you really fuck with my music? Are you really at the shows? Can you really give me 100% if you're managing or marketing 1,000 other artists? Not really. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, being authentic. I think that's the word of the show. Authentic.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Capital A.
Capital A. You know what I'm saying? But what is your version of like a perfect musical career?
Perfect musical career. I would say, I guess it's being free, not having somebody tell you this is what you got to make. Cause then that's when the issue with the record label comes in. Cause of course they're gonna tell you, hey, you gotta say this, cause this is gonna sell, and not having that power, that authority telling you to do something. Like music should be free. It comes from within, and that's the whole thing about being authentic. A lot of this music that's being put out is not really authentic. It's not really.
Can we
It's almost kind of fake. Yeah, go ahead.
hold that thought? Ed is gonna say this. If y'all can count how many times we say authentic in the show, and if you can get it accurate, I'll cash out. I'm not gonna tell you the amount, but it's cash. I mean, you know what? $50.
$50.
50. That's a quick 50. That's gas money. That's food.
Right.
Whatever you want to do. If you can count how many times we said authentic in this interview, yeah.
Can I participate?
No. Neither one of y'all can. And if I find out, you be like, yeah, auntie, yeah, grandma, we said it 42 times. I'm going to find out. I'm going to know. I'm going to know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What about you, Mr. Karma?
What was the question again?
Oh, Lord. You high? He high.
You smoking more?
Hey, yeah, he high. He getting some type of backlash from it. Like, excuse me. What's your version of a perfect music career? Because I'm pretty sure this is y'all's lane, and this is something that y'all want to pursue until you kick the bucket. So, like,
Shit.
if you could have it your way.
Everybody listen to me. I'm serious. Like, artists like me or me that actually care, because I feel like a lot of artists could be doing better. They could be doing more for the people. Imagine if some of these big name artists that's on the radio talking all the time, imagine if they did some conscious rap for the first time, reaching their younger audiences, or just doing more to give back. I feel like when you talk to a lot of these artists, to me it sounds like they're in it for themselves. They want to be seen, they want the money. I think all that's just a tool.
All right. Mr. Charleston White, I'm going to give you your flowers for this show. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. So I felt like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was upset. I was like, man, we got all these drug dealing artists. We got all these young motherfuckers just making dumb music, whatever like that, right? I couldn't find a relatability. And I was just like, am I becoming one of those old folks that just didn't like the music of the time? I was like, nah, I'm going to give it a chance. They hate it. Monty hates my music collection because I listen to everybody, and most of it is some real gutter street shit. Because I'm trying to break it down. I'm trying to understand it. Charleston White was on the interview, right? And he goes, I used to hate him. I used to hate the young boys, the little Dirks. I used to hate all of them. He said, I couldn't understand. I couldn't relate. He said, but then once I sat down and had a bunch of people that's in their, what was the target market or whatever like that, actually talk to me about it, it's because they're relatable to their situations. So when you say conscious, right, a lot of these young folk right now, if you put on some Common, some Most Def or stuff like that, they going to look at you like, huh? Yeah. You put on some Tech Nine or some Tribe, a Tribe Called Quest and shit like that, some real conscious shit, conscious rappers, they going to look at you like, huh? But you put on something that they can relate to, like you put on some Young Boy talking about friends dying and people killing each other. It's because they're living it.
I know, but I feel like there's people that do talk about that. Like, there's a story behind it, and you got motherfuckers that's like, kill a nigga, sell some drugs, kill a nigga, sell some drugs. See, that's your fire right there. You see how easy that was? But I feel like you got to find a balance. Like Lil Durk, he has a balance. He got that song with J. Cole, right?
Yeah, J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. You got to find a balance between your music. Cause
is that Virgil, right? That's the song?
Nah, it was called like,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the Virgil song, about Virgil.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So, yeah, I think you got to find a balance.
Okay. Finding a balance. Is that something that you plan on bringing?
Balance, yeah. That's one of my things is I'm a Christian, and I also believe in Tao, yin and yang. If you really look into me, you'll see some of my symbols have yin and yang, light and dark. I believe, and for my own sake, I believe you should always try to do better with the white, and then with the black, admit that you can do wrong. Like, we're all wrong. I don't think I'm better than no one. I think sometimes I might be mentally better or financially better than the next person, but I don't think I'm better. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely makes sense. I think that also comes with ego and pride. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think they doing better because their situation might be different from somebody else's, but that person that has nothing probably provides for their whole community, while the person that has everything won't even... You see him sometimes, and people be like, oh, what? Don't. We all see it. It happens. So I definitely understand that, man. I definitely understand that. What we gonna do real quick? We'll put it on Slick C real quick. Selection. How y'all want to do it? Y'all want to do a coin toss? I mean, it's football Sunday. Y'all sent me a good amount of tracks.
Are we going mute while the song plays?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So, what we got? What we got? I got. Well, damn, my eyes are bad in that screen as far as him. So, we just gonna go down the list.
Yeah, just go down the list.
Boom. Y'all can just
What's that sound? That's that motherfucking sound. Oh, that get loud. Got the party going crazy, feel it in the crowd. Stay over there, no broke niggas allowed. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, and I don't give a damn. Feeling like a comic book, cause that shit go blam. And I don't give a fuck what people gotta say. If you feel the same way, can you let me know? I can hear ya. Let's go. 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 Yeah, my money jumping like it's playing hopscotch. When my boys on the block, that becomes a hot block. Kick your whole door down like my name was Hancock. She ain't no friend of mine and she ain't touching my gun. Go and play my Willie, playing my boss get silly. Even Shawty mama freaky, yeah she got big dilly. She is just a southern broad, she is no hillbilly. Put my dick up in her ear and cut that shit with Willie. Stop saying you a monster, yeah, I'm a monster hunter, yeah. Check the scene like thunder, yeah. Sit him 6 feet under, yeah. Tell the boy to watch his mouth for a nigga turn Mayweather, yeah. Always send us to the big whip, yeah. I'm talking about the nether, yeah. Call me Ralph, yeah. I'm finna wreck some shit, like a school shooter. Don't get on my list. Always clown niggas, always talking that shit. Hold on, what's that in this mist? Ah, what's that sound? That's a motherfucking sound. Oh, that get loud. Got the party going crazy, feel it in the crowd. Stay over there, no broke niggas allowed. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, and I don't give a damn. Feeling like a comic book, cause that shit go blam. And I don't give a fuck what people gotta say. If you feel the same way, can you let me know? I can hear ya. Let's go. 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 Walk up in the mix, ayy. Bitch, I came to win, ayy. I don't got no friends, ayy. All these niggas so fake. Call it Friday the 13th, the way I rose up out that leg. Light skin, pretty face, she said I look like Drake. Wait, I don't know what that means. All I know is fit the team. Wait, I don't got no team. Just me and me. So yeah, you know what that means. I'm a different entity, not of this plane. Come and join me. I can hear ya. Let's go. 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 I can hear ya. Let's go.
Yeah, so I just told them, I said the energies is mixing, right? I said the energies is there, personalities is getting there. I'm breaking out the shell to get to know y'all. Now I get to light you up. Because what I heard, I said, okay, Christian, right? Now, are you one of those feel free Christians? Like, you know what? God says accept everybody how they are. Are you one of them, I can't believe she wearing that in the church type?
No, I'll never be that. I just said I'll never, like, I admit that I'm a sinner. I'll never judge nobody. That's one thing about me, and that's how I carry myself. Judgment, I don't want nobody to be judged. That's how I live life.
Okay, because I'm listening to that. It's like, nigga, do this. Fuck that. Put the dick in you. I was like, well, hold on now. How does that go? Because even then, because you said you come from, I'm assuming like a Christian family.
Yeah.
When they hear this, is it judgment pass or they just like,
Shit. My close family, they like, yeah. My mom used to be a rapper, so it's
okay,
like,
tough.
Yeah.
Tough. So she understands.
She understands.
Okay. All right. I fucks with that. Because even when you came in, I ain't gonna lie, and this is due to me knowing people that are in that genre or having other people on the show that do that genre, I'm expecting like the eyeshadow, the boots with the spikes, the fishnets, and Monty, you can attest. Who am I talking? I'm talking about Ruler. Ruler, I love you, Ruler Room. But when Ruler Room come in the building and you hear "Stomp that motherfucker with my grave digger boots,"
Yeah.
but when he come in, you be like, should I really let him in the building right now? Like that's how. So when I hear this, when I hear the music, and then I look at the person. Do you have like a Batman switch up, like a Superman? Like this is like a Clark Kent look, and then you switch?
Bro, I'm the type of nigga, and you could ask him, bro. I'm just want to be free. Like I put on goddamn clothes. Whatever's in the closet, I don't know if it's matching or not. I'm getting better with matching because it's important. But I just want to put on clothes. I ain't worried about doing this, that, and the other. All that shit is work and time. I don't.
You talking to the wrong person. I know people that seen this outfit in 4 seasons at least 24 times because I'm the same way. I'm just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, word. So, I got a stylist right now. Whatever she puts me in, Charlie, shout out Charlie, manager, stylist. Whatever she puts me in, and I think it's fire and it kind of matches how I feel, I'll just put it on.
But I mean, by y'all, do y'all both have stylists? Same stylist?
I style.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do all that on myself.
Okay.
I might give my girls some credit, but for the most part, I
See how he had to say that, right?
I
like that.
I get credit. I get credit where credit due. But,
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Nah, but I was just going to end it off like, that's where I got the name Mr. Too Fly. Like, I've always been big on fashion, what I put on, how I smell. It's just, I like to give a good first impression. And with me being respectful of my personality and all that stuff, that's also what ties into how I look too, how I act and how I look. I take that very serious.
Now, let's say I'm reading the future, right? Reading the future right now. Slick C, Fr.Karma, red carpet. They on big stages. Are y'all going to be the ones to switch up? Like, okay, I'm looking at y'all right now, right? You said you're a stylist. You said you're getting styled and stuff like that. You just want to be free. But are y'all those type that when that time comes and you get the name and the money's coming, that y'all switch up? I don't have to expect to seeing y'all in like a dress just because of the name brand or anything, do I? Or like a open flared shirt, but that's not really you.
Dress.
Okay.
If somebody see me with a dress on,
It's done.
cancel
You
me.
okay?
Cancel me. That shit should not happen.
I don't know. You might see me. No dress. Hold on. No dress. Gosh. But you might see me with like a spiky shit right there. I tried to wear gloves the other day for the first time. It was cool. So,
Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm the type of nigga you never know.
Yeah, because I think nowadays you start to see like when you see artists in their origin stage or they're like they're in their mud moment, coming out the mud type, like they really grinding and working hard. You see them go from like not having money where they just put they're free, and then when the money comes, they're just like, would you wear this to your hood? Would you wear this to your city? Is that really you? Because they just trying to get those brand deals and stuff like that. Right. What's the word for it? It's a word for it. A sellout.
A sellout.
Would y'all become sellouts?
Hell no. If I find myself doing that, like I said, my mindset towards it. If I become doing that, then just kill me.
Okay. Oh, shit.
He said, "Hey, look."
Hey,
Slick C say, "Don't kill me. Let me understand who I'm trying to be." You know what I'm saying? I can dig that.
Hey, nobody kill me. I'm talking people close to me, not y'all people out there.
The weird ones.
Don't know my mindset because I could be.
I kill him. Don't worry.
Hey, see, you feel me? Hopefully that doesn't come and spike me later.
No, we ain't praying for that. We ain't hoping for that. Hell no.
So, yeah, what was I talking about again?
Just being free and being like a sellout to the industry and stuff like that. Because, like I said, you see people like Young Thug. When Young Thug first came on, not would say generic outfit wise, but I mean typical, being free at what you're wearing. But then eventually you get an album cover, you get a couple millions later, and now you dressed in a blue dress.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Nah, I bet you never know the reasoning to why he did it. It might be because to sell out, but could be more. I don't know.
One thing is always the money.
One thing.
You know what I'm saying? And me and Monty, we've battled on this conversation a while. Would you change who you are for a check?
I feel like I'm just the type of person that just crazy shit by itself. So I feel like I can just be myself and I'll still get some notice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Slick C? They pay you $1 million to paint your nails. You doing it?
Nah, I can never do that. Paint my nails. Nah, if it's something that I'm not comfortable with, and I know damn well I'm not comfortable with painting my nails, a million, really, that's you selling your soul.
Okay.
That's the key thing too. A lot of these people they sell their soul once they get big because that check look nice, but really, you're not being yourself. You being who they want you to be.
I respect that.
Yeah.
So the song that we just listened to, break it down for me, because some of these didn't have any titles.
This was I Can't Hear You. This is the first song I've ever released. It did so good. Everybody loved it. The story behind that is that I saw an artist. It was it's definitely a pride song. Pause.
I wasn't gonna say nothing with it. I was just gonna let him roll with it. Just go ahead and just let it slide.
But it was like I saw people and the motherfucking artist being like, when I say hey, you say ho. I said I can do better. I was like, instead of having a conversation with the crowd, I wanted to have a argument, and with arguments, usually the loudest one wins. So that's was my mind of thinking to going in, and then the song was, if you listen, I'll be like, I don't give a fuck what people gotta say. If you feel the same way, can you let me know? And then I just started saying the first things that were on my mind, whether people liked it or not.
So you was trying to incite a Boondocks nigga moment. How many episodes do we have about that? You know what I'm saying? You was trying. That's what you was trying to start. I get it. I fucks with it though. I fucks with it. I get it. So next song we gonna listen to. I'm gonna put it back on Mr. Slick C real quick. Since we going in order, hopefully yours come up next. But in the meantime, let's see.
Sipping on the filthy, situation sticky. Yeah, my niggas got the pulse, yeah, they got the blicky. Nigga boy, get Ricky, sorry feeling tipsy. Every day's a good day when I see some titty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I call your phone, bitch, you better go and pick up. You better have some answers, cause I'ma go and crash ya. Wait, why am I tripping? I don't trip for no bitch, yeah. I only want my dick sucked. Music man with a big drum. Move, bitch, get out the way. Real nigga, I'm here to stay. Wanna climb to the top now, well, follow me, I'm in first place. Push through niggas, A-train. Outside niggas playing Jane. No, she did it back, ha-ha, touche. Why the fuck you send me news and you not tryna go and fuck? I don't trust no nigga, man, I'm feeling like I'm Uncle Rush. Please don't ever test me, cause you will never go and pass. Feeling like the Hawk now, cause all I wanna do is go and smash. Why the fuck these niggas steady tugging out they neck? Bitch, when you come at me, you better come correct. Yeah, my pockets getting weight, but I still go and flex. I don't do any rap, nigga, I'll always make a mess. Yeah!
This shit will get you in trouble. Just the bars alone will get. So I can see where you were saying like earlier. You was like, yeah, I did a little rapping here and there, but you know what I'm saying. I could see where the bars were, but with that beat selection, it just make you aggressive. Like it make you aggressive as hell. And the ad libs and the chorus and the hooks and everything, it just
It's crack.
His music is crack.
horrible reference, but I get it. It it definitely make you want to listen again. It definitely put you in that element. And I will also admit that seeing a pair of titties every day will save your life. I will say that.
Facts.
I will say that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's the music, and then I look over, and I'm just like, he just seemed like a nice dude. He seemed like I would like to see how you are in the booth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just walk in and be like, yeah, cut the lights, just turn on this headlight. I want to see that process. Like, how was that process?
Man, he'll tell you, like, sometimes I do have a short temper. Yeah.
Facts.
Go ahead, say it again. Facts.
So it's something, and it's just an outlet. A lot of people, like, I was talking to one person, I won't say his name, he was like, man, I can't yell in front of a mic. I'm too scared of that shit. I'm like, you just be yourself. That's the key to music. Be yourself.
Be authentic.
Yeah, be authentic.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
add that to the list.
That's another one. Hope y'all are counting. I will say this though, and you said it, and you kind of mentioned it in your lyrics. Like, when it comes to becoming famous and the ladies and stuff like that, do you have a I don't give a fuck type of movement when it comes to them? Or like,
nah, man, my feelings be hurt sometimes.
Okay, okay, so yeah, I'm trying to piece it. Like, okay, are you just releasing yourself on this song, or you really be feeling like that way?
Well, sometimes I be feeling that way, and sometimes I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the lady. You feel me? So, yeah.
Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. What about you, Mr. Slicksy? Like, we're about to hear some of your music very soon, but when it comes to your artistry and stuff like that, do you rap for the ladies? Do you sing for the ladies? Or you just like...
We ain't get to the singing part yet.
Oh, my shit.
And as far as rapping to the ladies, it's just rapping to my lady. At the moment, can't be doing that. But, nah, you know, in the past, I definitely gave off. When we went up to Richmond, shout out to bus driver. He was we did one of his radio interviews a few months back.
A bus driver?
His name is Bus Driver. You go by Bus Driver. He in Richmond. Yeah.
I was like, how did that go? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but we was on his radio interview, me and him, and you know, he was like, he would hear my music and actually some of the same songs that I sent you. He was like, damn, you just kind of give off the vibe that you just take somebody's bitch as soon as you step in the spot. And I'm like, you know, I kind of presented myself in that way, you know, but you know, as of lately, I've been trying to kind of switch it up a bit, try to give myself, you know, I'm just that dude that just, you know, I'm just confident in myself. Confidence, I've been preaching that a lot ever since I really started doing the music, because music was a way to help me be confident and kind of speak how I felt.
So you know the difference between confidence and cocky.
Right.
Okay. That's all I'm just making sure. That's all I'm just making sure. I'm trying to find, we're going to go back. We're gonna get one. That was 3. So hopefully, boom, this might be it.
I said I'm Mr. Too Fly, Mr. Super Nice to the girls that treat me right. I'm way too humble to be acting uptight. Case closed, no more drama in my life, cause I say so, man. You already know who it is, the way I am, how I'm stepping, not tripping. Overconfidence, you think it's ominous? Man, you don't even know the half of it. Stay anonymous to niggas that are jealous. For real though. You can't see me on this level, get your vision checked. You not dressed for that role that you acting for. You tryna get like me, it ain't working. Catch me out the side of your eyes smirking. School and work got me stressing, the pace got me sweating. But this is real life, and music is my blessing. Being number one is what I'm aiming, so I'm going all out. I can care less of what you thinking. You ain't no D1 player, you a certified hater. Ain't no comparison, I only spot the differences. And for the people in this room, put your hands up if you feeling this. I'm killing it, I'm fucking nice with it. The excitement got me jumping, it's hard to contain it. Feeling like Tatum when he's balling in the garden, so I gotta go hard when you see me out performing. Adrenaline's kicking when I got the presentation. I'm Mr. Too Fly, Mr. Super Nice to the girls that treat me right. I'm way too humble to be acting uptight. Case closed, no more drama in my life, cause I say so, man. You already know who it is, the way I am, how I'm stepping, not tripping. Overconfidence, you think it's ominous? Man, you don't even know the half of it. Stay anonymous to niggas that are jealous. Keep it real. Representing BA to the fullest. 757 flow, you know it's the realest. Now I'm in ATL, time to get the business. Attract fans with similar interests. This is lyrical hot shit, and homie, you not it. I'm flyer than the pilot in the motherfucking cockpit, so stop it. I set the bar cause I'm him, shine bright like a diamond. The room is never dim. My name will be forever like the Black Panther. Had to turn my head when they killed Queen Ramonda, damn. I picked me to be the front runner. I got bars, I ain't behind them like Gunna. This is an experience. Be happy that you witnessed it. Be happy that you breathe the same air as me. There we go, Slick C talking crazy. Damn right, cause I gotta put on for my city. I said I'm Mr. Too Fly, Mr. Super Nice to the girls that treat me right. I'm way too humble to be acting uptight. Case closed, no more drama in my life cause I say so, man. You already know who it is, the way I am, how I'm stepping, not tripping, overconfidence. You think it's ominous? Man, you don't even know the half of it. Stay anonymous to niggas that are jealous. One more time. Mr. Too Fly, Mr. Super Nice to the girls that treat me right. I'm way too humble to be acting uptight. Case closed, no more drama in my life cause I say so, man. You already know who it is, the way I am, how I'm stepping, not tripping, overconfidence. You think it's ominous? Man, you don't even know the half of it. Stay anonymous to niggas that are jealous. Keep it real.
I think what I had to do in the beginning was ask who's y'all's references when it comes to y'all's music. Like, who do y'all listen to? Because I think because I was thinking it now, all I can hear is Will Smith, but I feel like there's more foundation to it. So, who's some artists that you listen to?
I gotta go with, well, when I first started listening to hip hop, it was always Jay-Z, Kanye, 50 Cent, that East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That East Coast rap.
Man, you got everybody that hate each other.
Drake.
You got everybody that hate each other. It's like, yeah, I'm listening to them. That's crazy. Jay-Z, you said Jay-Z, Kendrick, Kanye.
Yeah, I had Kendrick. Well, I had Kendrick to that list too. You know, I say definitely that lyrical. Maybe some of the newer artists, Corday, Jack Harlow.
Y'all don't feel like Jack fell off? I don't know why, but you said that, and I was like,
a little bit. I feel like
he had his moment.
It was definitely a moment because I mean, he had that song with Drake. You know, it was at the time when he was at the side. But I think he's still a pretty good artist.
I think he's on hiatus, ain't he? Kind of like
a little bit of a hiatus. He been dropping a couple like quiet joints that's been pretty good. His last joint that I listened to, Tranquility, I like that joint. It's like a little like soul sample that he kind of did with the beat, and he sound good on it. Sound great, and I kind of like that vibe.
Yeah, and I feel like Corday, he's going through his
last project was amazing.
Last project was amazing, but it's the only thing about being famous, bro. Like, I think some people, their work gets overlooked by what's going on in their personal life.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Like, the project was dope, right, but everybody's worried about, damn, him and the tennis chick split up. Yeah. Another family broken. Like,
right. Cause they had a kid together.
Yeah,
that was a big thing too. The kid.
It kind of overlooks itself. Like, well, speaking about fame and wealth and moving further in your career, like, have y'all already started building? Because you brought your lady here tonight. Right. Have you started building techniques to work through the depressed and everybody in your business constantly? Like,
I really don't get that vibe. As far as like people wanting to be in my business.
I mean, not now, but I'm saying.
In the future, I mean, yeah, I say definitely. Which is crazy because it was a video that Jack Harlow did. It was like a little interview that, it's some stuff that he like to keep private because it's like, I can't get everybody everything because then what do I have? In a sense, if everybody just knows me and knows everything about me, it's like, what do I get to keep that secret just for me? So I say I definitely might get to that point.
Yeah. Now, because one of the reasons I ask artists that question is because y'all are striving to be great. But there's, like you said earlier, the yin and yang. There's a yin, there's a yang. It's good, there's good, and there's bad. So you'll have a good career.
Right.
But then everybody's watching for you to fuck up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching. And I feel like when that time happens, a lot of artists don't have that key player on their back to be like, hey, look, you good, you straight. I got you. Instead, they get in the mix of it, and then it just goes downhill from there. That's why I was asking if y'all had techniques to prepare for it, because you never know. It only takes one song to blow up.
Right.
And now people are going for you. They looking for your past your Twitter posts, Facebook posts, IGs. Oh, he looked at me that did this, or old girl was at a party with me. Da 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 da. Like, you see what they did to Travis? They butchered his ass.
Right.
And that was just It wasn't even based on his life. It was based off of her life. So I feel like being in this type of industry, both parties, not only the person that's pursuing music, but the person that they're dealing with, also has to be prepared for everything is about to be watched.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What about you, Mr. Fr.Karma?
I meditate. I think I got good people in my circle, always keeping the spirit alive. Practicing, not really caring what other people say, because I'm just focused on my relationship with God. You can't focus on what no one's got to say.
That was a short answer, so nope, I'm not gonna take that. Nope. So are you in a relationship right now?
Nah, I'm single.
Okay, so you single. So you free, technically.
I'm free, yeah.
So if you can be on stage and shorty can grab your pants leg or whatever like that, and it's all right.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You gonna have like a Kevin Gates moment?
What you mean, Kevin Gates?
Kevin Gates, you ain't see that when he was on stage and shorty like grabbed his leg crotch and he like kicked her right in the fucking dome?
Nah, I'm just gonna move back. I gotta stay professional, I guess, in that sense.
I would always be the type to carry like pepper spray. So when I'm performing, you grab me right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, well, speaking of that too, like have y'all seen those performers or whatever, they be on stage and people like throwing bottles and shoes and stuff like that? Like, how would y'all handle that situation?
Just keep performing. Sometimes you gotta crawl to walk.
Not with a bottle in your head. You're gonna be passed the fuck out. You gonna think you walking.
Somebody throw a bottle at me, they getting the fuck out. I'm like, security, get that nigga out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's, as a fan, you shouldn't do that, because that's affecting the artist's safety. On top of that, and it's like, this ain't the type of environment for that.
Yeah.
Now maybe for your event, maybe motherfuckers might start throwing the mosh pits and all that, but at my joint,
especially it's okay. Yeah. So speaking about that, like mosh pits and stuff starting with your music. So you've been on stage already. Like, have you already had that started and you just like, damn, they really going at it? Do you feel like you got to control that moment, or you just let the crowd do what it do? Because you see a lot of artists, they get blamed for something that happens to the crowd.
Well, I'm not performing in front of thousands, and I haven't performed at a real mosh where motherfuckers is punching each other. And they'll get in a group and they'll jump around, but they'll push each other a little bit. But I haven't performed in a big mosh. But I think as an artist, like I went to a rock concert, Sum 41. One person had passed out. The artist said, "Stop the song, help that person." I think if you have the power and you see the person down, you can at least say, "Stop the song, help that person real quick." Now, if you don't see it, you don't see it. What can you do? Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the media, they take that and they just run with it. Like, oh yeah, 23 people got stomped out, but they're in like blood seed seats and you on stage and you just like, seat 2,221. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understand that. I feel like the media, and they just really butcher
it's not
that.
really fair, because the artists, we performing, like we going out, we performing, we can't see all those people, because sometimes we just gotta be in the moment to make sure that we giving the best performance that we can to our listeners and audience.
Right. And like you said earlier, I think both y'all really said it. Y'all are free right now because y'all are striving to be the biggest of the biggest. Well, let me not speak for yourselves. Are y'all striving to be the biggest? Or y'all just like, hey, when I hit that plateau, I can ride this until I'm done?
I'm trying to be great to the max.
Okay.
Whatever I can be. Whatever I can get. How far I can get.
Okay. So you want to be that superstar icon, people screaming your names, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal. Being able to do it at a high level to reach that sort of stardom and making it to those big stages to perform in front of thousands. That's the goal.
Yeah, because I think sometimes during interviews I kind of over project of where a person wants to be, and I'm like, yo, you want to be a superstar, you want to be the great. And some people come on here and they're just like,
Nah, it's just
I'm straight. I mean, like if I got enough to pay my bills and
Right.
do what I want, then I'm straight. I don't want to be like Beyonce or stuff like that. And I was the same way as an artist. I was like, I just want to make great music. So that was my fault.
Really enough to travel, and I do hope to be one of the greats. The greatest, probably, but wherever I feel comfortable at. If the greatest is, I feel like as the greatest, that might limit you on what you could do. A lot of people will be gunning after you. They gunned after Michael Jackson.
Oh, they butchered his ass.
Yeah, they butchered him. So,
Yeah.
enough to have enough freedom to change things I want to change.
I ask you this though. Let's say, and God forbid, you just wake up one morning, you just like, man, fuck this music shit. I don't want to do it. What else would y'all do?
Film is another thing. You said
that fast.
Yeah, film. No, I'm actually trying to get together a film right now. I'm actually helping a local film artist with camera work. But film is another reason, like another art form that I like. I'm working on a film right now. I won't go too much into depth of it, but I'm writing a script. Yeah, I just enjoy it. I feel like there's not enough black Harry Potters too, so I like to make movies like that.
You know the ironic thing. Shout out to my boy. We was in the Navy together. Shout out to Malik Myers. He makes films and he's looking to start like a production crew and the whole. I don't know how he explained it, but he's trying to do the whole shebang. But with people that have the potential, sometimes they get stuck in that. Oh yeah, you could be an apprentice. Oh yeah, we can put you on and stuff like that. We'll burn you out and just use you for the help you are. But he's trying to find these writers, these production crews, these lighting crews, these people like that. So after the show, remind me so I can put y'all on. He's done a couple films, and mind you, this guy I went to the Navy with. He ain't famous, nothing like that. He did like a film festival before, and he created a movie called The Guild, and he won the film festival before. And I ain't gonna lie, when we were in the Navy, weird dude, weird as shit. I was just like, you got some issues, bro. The whole time, that was just part of his personality. Right. And I would be surprised in the next 10, 15 years he's not a film production crew. I mean, like, just a big-time director. He's like that. So remind me to do that.
Right. So, like, weird in what way?
Like, my definition of weird, he didn't party. He didn't party. He didn't necessarily go out. If we were like, hey, bro, let's go bowling. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Let's go to the club. Nah, I'm straight. Let's go do this, and this, and this. And he was like, nah, I'm good. Or go to the gym. Nah.
He liked to play video games. You think that was his type of thing? Like, what would he do? Everybody's got to do something for fun. Nah,
I wouldn't say video games because I'm a big gamer too. Yeah. I'm a big anime head and stuff like that. He just liked watching movies. And now, knowing him for so long, I understand it. It's like, okay, you're watching the imperfections, the perfections of a film, because that's your craft, that's your niche. But it was just like, damn, bro, you don't have no social life. You don't get out. You don't talk to people. You don't do this and the third. Whole time he had a bigger plan. Yeah. So back then I called him weird, but now I'm just like, yo, you got it. Like, my bad. Like, he does the edits for I don't know if you ever seen Daredevil Reborn.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does all their edits.
Swear to God, what?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. That's what's up. Dude went from just on YouTube, and then somebody seen his work. We went to a Comic-Con, and then he got some information, and now he's dude. Shout out to you, Malik. But yeah, what about you, Mr. 60?
I guess this is my part to ask. What was the question?
Like, if music just didn't work.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm in school right now. I go to CNU. I'm in school for cybersecurity. So I'm sure I would do something along with computers, like coding and anything like security protocol, database, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I got 1 more year left till I graduate. So
Damn, congratulations.
thank you, appreciate it.
Congratulations. You know the history about CNU, right?
Nah,
You know what CNU used to be.
not what it used to be.
I'm gonna tell you after the show. I ain't gonna break you down right now. CNU got some history, especially because I wasn't born here, wasn't raised here, but when it comes to black communities and ownership and land and stuff like that, your peoples owned that before they were just like gentrification. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Yeah, CNU was built on a lot of black families that got pushed out their community.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy too because in that area, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's like that whole area like CNU. It's like,
Yeah.
it's almost separate like town or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. CNU, I always give them shit because I'm just like, you would think it would be praised about the people that lost, you know, their way of living.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
great. That wasn't my first go. I actually, when I got out of high school, I was supposed to go to Hampton. I did.
HU?
Hampton. Yep.
HU is definitely different.
Yeah,
Go Pirates, I guess. No,
different.
definitely different. So okay, cybersecurity, film, stuff like that. I love it. I appreciate y'all having those backup plans.
Right.
Because sometimes when I bring guests on the show and they're pursuing one thing,
Right.
they don't have anything else going for them.
And that's failure right there when you don't have a backup plan.
Yeah.
The thing about music, it's not guaranteed. It really isn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I disagree.
What you mean? What?
I think I don't have dreams. I have future realities.
Speak on it.
Like everything I do as far as like my mindset. And I'm gonna put y'all on a game. There's this book. Actually, X recommended it, and it's made by this millionaire. It's called
You're talking about Malcolm X, right?
No, it was XX Tentacion.
Really?
Yes.
He wrote a book?
No, he didn't write the book. This book he read from this millionaire is called the Master Key System or something like that. It teaches you how to have mindset and the vision you have in your mind. It teaches you how to get that. A lot of stuff, like, I won't go too in deep with it because I want y'all to have that experience, but a lot of the stuff that I pictured in my mind, I've gotten there. So, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to check out that. I'm trying to get back into reading. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
I could too,
it's just like I'm really big on like comics and like fantasy and stuff like that. Like I always told myself I can't read a book and it's like
for knowledge.
it's like real life. Like
right. It's got to be for entertainment. Like
you know what I'm saying? Like I want to read about something that I can't do. I cannot fly. No. Can I run at super speeds? Can I throw a building across the world? I can't.
Nope.
But reading a book about people that are already here and their biography and stuff like that, I want to get more in tune with that because that is knowledge, and I need to get out of that phase.
But the thing is, read something that interests you. Read something that interests you. That's what you really got to do. You know what I'm saying? It might take you years to finish a book. Like I'm still reading a book that 2 years, chapter every 6 months. But just read something that interests you.
Yeah, because I have a lot of brothers. They be like, bro, you need to read Su Wong. Su Wong, this is Practical Lives and this book and Money Greed. And I'm just like, oh, okay, all right. But is it something that I can't get 5 minutes off of YouTube? I think YouTube ruined a lot of shit too. YouTube University killed me because if I need to know something that I really, really don't need to know, I just pow.
Type it up.
You know what I'm saying? Well, speaking of YouTube, before we go to the next song and just like content in general, you know, how important is that for y'all to like really push y'all stuff out there, really change the dynamic of how artist development really is?
I just keep pushing.
It's not hard for you?
Yeah, I'm good with a camera, so I mean it's kind of hard finding the time to do it, but that's just discipline. Like I'm actually working on a bunch of stuff, such as having a Discord server for my new fans that I got, and just other stuff behind the scenes, merch and whatever. So right now that's a little difficult, but I'm getting back into it.
And it's not difficult, like when you mean difficult, it's not one of those I don't know how to or self-conscious.
Well, it's just finding the time. Like I'm the person that likes to have fun while I'm doing these things. Like studio, like I'll book an hour just to do one song because I want to have fun. I want to take my time, perfect it. Same thing with video. So I think my thing is because I'm a person, a son, a friend, worker. You know what I'm saying? Musician, businessman on my part. So you gotta kind of find a balance between all of that and just find the time.
What about you, Mr. Slick C?
I say because I know the last few months I had took a bit of a hiatus from doing music, just so that I just wanted to focus on my personal life with school and stuff. And then so once I kind of got back into the music last month when I did my show, as far as this little collaborative group that me, Karma, and Charlie that we got is kind of marketing ourselves so that we could build a fan base. He's been really successful. Especially with this.
Oh no. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I just
facts. But as far as like building a fan base so that we could have people that support us 100%, like those diehard fans, that's what we trying to get.
And no babies, right? You ain't got no babies.
Oh hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
You said hell no.
Hell no.
You know the ones that say hell no, it bites you in the ass. I'm gonna tell you why. Ed used to be that hell no. Ed used to be like, hell no, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids. Fuck, I can't have no kids.
Right.
That's
all
the
he
beat
did.
me. That little pause.
Yep.
Just watch out.
Yep.
just watch out. Yeah. But y'all, so there's no really excuses then for real. You know what I'm saying? No babies. I mean, free from relationship, free from kids, relationship but kids in school and stuff like that. Y'all got time.
Yeah.
Y'all got time. If y'all don't give 100%, I'm gonna be on y'all's pages.
But like I said, I'm working on movies, articles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dividing.
No. When I'm saying time, like time to really focus on y'all's craft.
Yeah.
Whether it's music, whether it's film, whether it's cybersecurity. So it should be shown. Like it should. There's no excuses for something to be like, man, I ain't really had time today. What you do today? Yeah, I woke up at 10. You know,
No, that's real shit.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's real shit. Like I won't say no names, but like I had an older person. He was like, "You don't got time to do music. I got 2 kids. I gotta pay bills. I got a big ass house, a wife, and I still find time. You got enough time to go ahead and perform at least once a week." He told me that. I try to tell other artists that are around the same younger audiences. He was in his 30s. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I try to tell them, you got time. You got to make time. So
no, the ones that have been on the show before, I tell them all the time. Like when they be like, I ain't got time to do this. Ed got 2 kids. Ed got 2 jobs, and I still do 2 to 3 podcasts a week. You got time. You just don't know how to manage it correctly. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where you watching TV for 30 minutes while you eating that sandwich, you could be doing something else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be doing something else besides watching the people that's already made it. Right. You know, that's it. I just like when I see people that have potential and real motivation, like y'all energy came in, like y'all came in like, yeah, they got it. So I had to give that little uplifting thing. But
that's real. Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
The next song that I'm about to play, more than likely, it's going to be from Slick C. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we get out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. Boom.
And I keep telling everybody that's what the summer's all about. The nice weather, the moments you get to spend with people.
One more time for the people to hear it.
Summer in VA 2.
Summer.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, Summer in VA part 2.
Okay. Boom.
Who you care about, or even just taking that drive to the beach, chill on the sand, jump into the water. You know, whether it's your hot girl summer, city boy summer, it don't matter. We all here, wishing it would never end. Yeah. A fresh new experience that needs my existence. I ain't coming back, book my one-way ticket. I'm traveling afar, I'm so high up, it feels like I can almost touch the stars. Dreams come true, what I'm living ain't real. I'm trying to get a feel for this journey, this moment, but it doesn't feel right to be all alone. So I'm jumping off the plane and I'm coming back home. Make the most of what I got, shit, ready or not. Hold my hand, I ain't never letting go, I'm for real. Everything is here, summer NBA. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Just reach for the sky as if you're about to fly. Coming from your boy, Mr. Too Fly. Get it right, get it jumping like we tryna prove something. For me, school's out, so I'm back outside with it. What's the mood? All this free time got me taking drives out the news with the new destination. Tapping in with Norfolk, Chesapeake, P-Town, or the beach shit. Nothing's out of reach, might just go ahead to Richmond. See what I've been missing? What's up with all the motion? Am I not chosen for this moment? I guess not. I've been gone for too long, but I'm back and I'm here to prove these niggas wrong. Let's get it. I'm fiending for some new inspiration. Let my mind wander. I'm on vacation. I'll be back in 3 months for now. I'm trying to make wave, get the city poppin'. Try and put some fame to my name. I ain't trying to cheat the game. And if I find a cute girl, maybe try and spit some game to see what's he about. Shorty, please. I ain't like them other niggas. Don't put me in no category. You better treat me like I'm somebody worth talking, worth spending your whole life with. We don't gotta move quick, take it slow, enjoy the present. Cause my presence is the present. Been living off that quote since I heard Ye say it. Committed to that lifestyle of being number one. Feeling like I won, like I can't be stopped. So that's the plan all summer, making moves, turning up for VA. A lot of them ain't ready, but it's all good. They'll never be late to the party. And I'm sorry if I get a little crazy, a little wild. I'm just living life for real like the rest of my peers. Get together with the homies, glass up, say cheers. Say cheers for the one time. Say cheers for the one time. Glass up, say cheers, cause the summer is mine. Summer in VA, you ain't ready for it. Say cheers for the last time. Say cheers for the last time. Glass up, say cheers, cause the summer is mine.
I found my favorite. I found my favorite from you so far.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
It's my favorite. One, I gotta commend you on really. How can I really say this? I'm working on my words. I'm dyslexic and I have a lisp, so I'm going through my wordplay. You really putting on for VA, and I've noticed that since we played the introduction song. Like you're really VA this, VA that, Virginia Beach, Hampton. Like I respect that. Like you really trying to put on for your city and your state. I like that. And there's a couple artists in the 757 that I don't know if you know of that are on that same agenda that y'all can make some tracks. Shout out to G.I. Wonder. Shout out to Nicholas J.
That sounds familiar, Nicholas J.
Mm-hmm.
He a singer, right?
Yes, I think he goes Champ. I think he goes by Champ OC now.
I'm better than I am.
Yeah.
I know him off of that song.
Yeah.
Every time I see him perform, he always perform that song.
Big
good.
VA head. Henry IV. Really big with Virginia 757. What's his name? Zachary. I'm a butcher it. I ain't gonna say it, but it's a couple that I would like to introduce you to after the show because y'all are on that same wave.
Right.
And y'all are really a lot of artists. They might just use VA because it's an open market.
Yeah.
But those type of artists, they really focus like, hey, the city is like that. And I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, shout out to the only Chad that matters. He's real big on VA content, VA lyrics and stuff like that. I like that. That's dope, man. Like, where was your head place? Like, where was your mind?
You know, it's crazy. I remember I got an inspiration to do this song. I just can't remember the song, but I know this was when I was putting out that summer EP that we had played the first track.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do 5 songs. This was like the last song that I needed to get done, and I was like, I want to make a record to where like I'm kind of like speaking to the people. Like I want it to be like a heartfelt moment, like speak my mind and how I feel. And you know, the one thing that I hear like on Instagram, like well, not even just on Instagram, just when I ask people, you know, they just be like, they don't like living in VA. It's so boring. You feel like I hear that a lot.
Let me take that. The ones that say VA is boring and VA doesn't have anything don't go outside. They're homebodies. They don't really know what they want to do with their lives. And I didn't mean to take it off. I just get I hate hearing that.
Exactly.
Oh, VA ain't this, VA ain't that. It's because you yourself don't want to work with VA. You yourself don't want to be in VA. So of course VA is not going to be what you think it is because you don't want to be here in the first place. But I guarantee you, you want to hike, you want to swim, you want to tour, you want to do all these things, you can do it in Virginia.
That's facts. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah.
You can do it here. People just don't want to be here.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? People think, oh, if I go to Atlanta, think my life is gonna be better. If I go to New York or California or Florida, they're picking the states. A lot of people go to or celebrities go to, and they're just like, yeah, I can be better here. If your work ethic wasn't great in Virginia, it's damn sure not gonna be big, because those people that's in those high populated cities that got everything going on,
Right.
You're not gonna be at their same pace, and you're not. It's gonna be hard as hell. 9 times out of 10, you go to those places, you will not be able to keep up because they're born in it.
Right.
They're living in it. I got you. You need another one, boss man? You thirsty?
A little bit.
I got a blue motorcycle too. If you want that. Yes. Actually it's a blue Hawaiian. Okay. Don't push me now. You got anger issues.
You gonna turn this studio to a monster.
Yeah, that's why I ain't drink no Four Locos. Cause I know how that shit get me.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
You drink Four Locos?
Not no more.
Oh,
No more.
my God! Yes,
No more.
yes, Monty, you hear that? I got somebody else to drink Four Locos. Yeah, that's yeah. Cause people be judging me, you know. They come on the show, they be giving me all these props, and then when they be like Four Locos. And I'm like, bro, if I drunk liquor all the time, y'all would think I was a bad person. You know, Four Locos is easy. You know, it's like soda. Anyways,
Like
I'm sorry.
soda.
I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, man, VA is what you make it. I see VA as a gold mine because it doesn't have a bunch of people overpopulating the area. I feel like you can really become a superstar if people really put 110% in what they're trying to do. Right. Not just music, just anything. It's an open field. So I'm going to stay because if we read the history books, when you find a gold mine, you stay there. Like, this is VA is oil. You just gotta crack the right pit.
I agree.
But when it comes to you, like I said, your music, fire. I love that. But you also said when you first came in here, I don't know if the cameras were rolling when we said it, you produce and engineer. Do you do your own work?
So that song that you heard, that first song, the beat was produced by another producer in B Wave. I got it off of BeatStars, which is where before I started making my own beats, I would buy beats off of that website because it was legal way.
The right way, though.
The right way, instead of trying to download something free off the internet.
Well, no, I'm saying when I say the right way, you buying them the right way.
Yeah.
Exclusives.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I care about.
And then at a certain point, I was like, man, you keep buying these beats, it costs money. So I was like, and then at that point, I was like, you know, I want to find a beat that could like fit my sound, and I'm just not finding it off of this website. Maybe I just need to go back and produce. That's what I started doing. That song that you heard, Summer in VA Part 2, I produced that song. That beat that you heard, it's a sample. The vocals, I added that. Wrote some lyrics to it.
Hold on, because he's sleeping on himself. He engineer, he master.
Oh yeah, that part too. All
make
the
his
mixing and
beats.
master, like I'm my own studio.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't be humble, because if you
Right.
be humble, then I'm gonna start naming suggestions of people you can work with.
Right.
But if you're doing it yourself and stuff like that, then I understand it. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I will ask you this though. Out of your whole artistry, like being an artist, being a producer, and engineer, what is one thing that you would like to work on the most?
To improve it,
Yeah.
definitely the mixing.
Mixing?
Yeah, mixing vocals, just how certain stuff sound, being able to get that right sound, making sure it's not off pitch, or the EQing. You know, it's like the technical stuff, just being more technically knowledgeable. Of
Now,
what I'm doing.
is that a lack of knowledge or just lacking of being around certain people? Because if it's the lack of knowledge, I understand. But if it's the lack of being around like other like-minded people like yourself, then I can help with that. Now, knowledge, I can't tell you, hey, look, do this program.
Right.
But I can tell you, hey, go to this person, they willing to teach,
Right.
stuff like that.
Only reason why I really stuck to just doing it on my own, like do it yourself kind of person, just because it was cheaper. Going to those people, you know, they gonna want some money out of it. You know, pay for the beat, pay for the studio time. It's like I'd rather just buy that equipment myself and just do it on my own because I know what I'm doing to my vocals. And you know, just like what you mentioned, I was going on YouTube. all that knowledge of just mixing vocals and stuff. Is just
YouTube University.
Yep, YouTube University. Instead of going to school, which is actually, if I want to be honest, when I started school, I originally wanted to major in audio engineering. But I wasn't able to, so I ended up switching to finance, then doing cybersecurity later on.
Well, hold on now. Well, you said you weren't able to,
Right.
but is that something that you really would have enjoyed to do it?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because when people say that, it's just like a secondary option. But if you really, really want to study for it, there's still programs out there that you can still do.
I believe that. But like I said, I just found that it was more convenient for me to just go on YouTube and just.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Less money.
Right.
Way less money.
Yeah. And I feel like YouTube. There's some credible people on there that I say that they've been doing it. They do it better than me, and they do it for how long? How many years? And they just putting it out as a video for free. So I was like, watch the video.
I feel like you had your body language is saying that you had something that you wanted to say, and he's like, so.
Nah, he was touching up on it. Like what I was about to say was about the YouTube subject, but he talked about it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all heavy on YouTube as well, learning and stuff like that.
I used to be, but as time went, I was like, I don't got enough time to mix and master and shit. Cause I like that shit. Like I enjoy it, but I know I got other routes that I do better. So I'm gonna let the engineer take care of that.
I said that to an individual in this room before, and he just don't believe me. Where I told him, like, I get it, but when you clicking a bunch of buttons and it's doing different things on the screen, I'm looking at your hands,
Right.
and the screen is doing something different.
Right.
He hear me back there, because he tried to do, he's like, all you got to do, bro, this. He hitting CLT with an enter button, and now the screen did triangles and squares.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have the attention span for it. I'm more of a, give me 5 minutes. All right, cool. I'll play around with it, and I'll figure it out. I just don't have. I don't have the attention span.
Yeah,
That's it.
I understand.
It's definitely discipline when you trying to work like the technical stuff and mixing.
Yeah.
Like I said, for him, like I mastered last few of his songs.
Really?
He'll send me a song. Be like, hey, like, can I just get this mastered? Do.
That's $50 saved right there.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say, speaking of mastering and stuff like that, so who do you go to? Like,
I go to him.
Oh, for all that?
No. The engineering, I usually go to G-Lit Studios.
G-Lit?
G-Lit.
You know, I'm sorry, I butchered her song. January 19th, I told her, like, that's my breakup song when I'm ready. When I'm ready to break up with somebody, that's one. I think we're talking about the right G-Lit, right?
Yeah, G-Lit,
okay.
Virginia Beach.
Okay. Yeah. Tough. We've had her before.
Hey, shout out G-Lit.
Yeah, we had her before. She lit tough. Damn, that's crazy that you said that. I didn't know she did. Interesting.
Why?
Because, like, she does recordings and stuff like that, but she never necessarily shows who she working with.
Yeah, that's true.
I think because social media, a lot of people just like, yeah, we got so-and-so in the booth, we working on this song. She's really seclusive of who she does stuff with.
I think this is my understanding. I think she's more known to be an artist. I think not really an engineer. So yeah,
like if you go on the Instagram shit like that, that's the only way you would know she's in the booth actually doing it, engineering, producing as well. Other people just see her as an artist and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what threw me off. I didn't know. So that's crazy.
Actually, that first song that we played, Let That Body Move.
Yeah.
I did his vocals.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Cause I think y'all mastered the hooks, hook and chorus. Y'all have mastered that. Like y'all got hooks and chorus that are contagious. Like you want to say it. Like I was over here, just like I'm hyped. Like you know what I'm saying. Don't even know the words to the. You ever seen those people that don't know the words to a song and so they'll mumble it, but they only know the hook or the chord? Right. That was me.
And that's me 100%. Like people will be like, sing this song. I can't. There's only a few songs that I can sing throughout the whole joint. Most of the times, I just remember the hook, and that's where I really like the hook. That's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, because I feel bad when people be like, "Oh, you like this music? Or you a fan?" Didn't say that. I was like, I can't recite it. Now, if it's any Wiz Khalifa songs, I can recite it. That's just golden. I can do Wiz. But any other artist, I may be like, yeah, man, I like this Kanye song. They be like, man, sing that shit.
Right.
I be like, someone going to jail tonight. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, no,
Right.
yeah, that. Like, okay, is it hard for y'all though? So like when y'all on stage, I don't know how many shows y'all have done so far, but is it hard for y'all to remember y'all's own music?
No, not at all. I say, for me, I'm able to, even though I'll write my lyrics out, but it seemed like after every time I actually record them, like to make them into a song, it's like it just sticks with me, like the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know why. It's like I don't need to. I could write the song once, and then I'll look at it a second time to go record it. I'll remember it. I don't need to do 10 takes.
So studio time is easy for you. So you really ain't spending money like that then.
I don't really need to spend. I got everything. The mic. I know how to mix and master for the most part. So, like you heard, like that first song that you heard, I did all the mixing, mastering. I produced that whole song.
Respect.
Are you waiting for me?
Yeah, nah, cause you the free bird. I'm free. I want to be free.
Hey, look,
So how's that process for you to remember your lyrics?
man.
Especially cause your shit aggressive.
Nah, like I usually remember because I listen to my own music the most. I'm my favorite artist.
Preach.
Hey, yo, finally, somebody fucking said it. Thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah. I listen to my music the most, so it's always repeating my car. Now there has been a time where my music got cut off, and I didn't know. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. And the band had played. There was one song I hadn't listened to in a long ass time, but I decided to perform it. I forgot a couple lyrics, but besides that, I mostly remember my lyrics. You feel me? So.
Have you? I will see. It goes for both of y'all. But have y'all ever worked with like a live band?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, not really work, but, like, there's been a couple instances where, shout out Kill the drummer, where he'll just take place of the song and...
It's very violent.
Huh?
I said it's very violent.
Yeah.
Is that like the name?
That's
that's all I heard was Kill the drummer, and I was like, damn.
I think Kill might be standing for something else, but, I'm not sure. But there's been times he kind of took the place, but I haven't really formally worked with the band back and forth. I've been hit up by a couple bands, and short story short, my manager was like, "Let's get a fill out for them first." So, yeah,
Yeah, because Monty can attest to it. I think there's a couple rock bands that record and play in here, and with your type of music and stuff like that, I feel like it would be an addition. Not saying, and I hope they don't hear this. Actually, I don't fucking care.
No limit.
Yeah. I think they need a little extra work. They need a vocalist. They need somebody with actual lyrics. So it would be dope if I could be like, yeah, Fr.Karma's over there recording that.
hey, send them my way.
Yeah, definitely got to do that.
That'd be tough seeing you with a live band.
Nah, that shit.
It's been a couple of times. I don't know if you remember when we went to Portsmouth for that open mic. There was like a little live band in the back while we was performing. You remember that? Yeah. So it's been a couple of times where we showed up to a spot. They already had a live band.
Yeah.
And they heard our song. Like for the first time, they ain't hear the song. When they start playing, it's like they kind of just vibe the drummer mic, try to match the beat sequence.
Yeah.
Somebody might be on the keyboard. They might try to.
They talented with it too.
Yeah.
Like, they'll catch on.
Yeah.
I remember Kill was telling me, "Bro, I lost 2 drumsticks because of you."
2 drumsticks is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, can y'all talk about like one of y'all's best moments being on stage? You know what I'm saying? Or like at an event or something that y'all have done. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Man, I do a lot of crazy shit on stage. You want to go?
I know I could. I've seen a couple crazy shit that you done.
Yeah.
It's quite hard because we've done like a lot of shows. I just say probably like not the last one, but the one before that. When I performed in Scandals in Virginia Beach for the Monopoly concert series. Shout out to T-Rific for hosting that. And his,
I know T-Rific too. That's crazy. They don't put me on no. This shit was supposed to be happening.
But it felt good doing that show because that was my first show that I did in like 7-8 months. it was new music. It just felt good to have that feeling again of being on stage and being an artist and showing off your work, to showing off something that you made and letting people hear it and them actually like enjoying it, fucking with it. That's the best feeling for me.
Yeah.
I get from doing
'Cause
music.
I feel like artists sometimes they have that moment, like when they're first starting out, and they might be at that one show when they're just like, this shit is just perfect, and now I know in my mind, my body, my soul, that this is the moment where I'm going to, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked, like, where was y'all's favorite moment, or, you know what I'm saying?
I thought about it, and yeah, the camera probably caught my face. I was talking to myself, trying to remember, but it was a show posted by Evil Steven, and after I got done performing, the crowd started chanting my name, and that was a nice feeling. Honestly, I got nervous and I started chanting my own name. So yeah.
Check your own name.
Yeah, it was Karma. Yeah, they had to join in with the crowd. I didn't know what to do.
He said, I didn't know what to do. Like, have you ever thought about, like, what's that called? Crowd surfing? Have y'all ever thought about that?
I never thought about that.
You seen me, bro?
Like, okay, that makes sense. My bad. That was a crazy ass question. Yeah, that was a crazy question.
Hey, you seen that snippet with Dave Blunt's? And this
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna jump in the crowd. Niggas was like, really? This is what you really want to do? Like, you sure about that?
That's not gonna go well.
But see, it's artists, bro, out here that use this. It's like gimmick artists. Like, don't get me wrong. He makes great music. He makes phenomenal music. There's a couple of songs that I like listening to. But it's like, you got to have a realization. Like, if this is the lifestyle that you want to live, then you got to change, bro. Like, you can still be you, but not necessarily, how can I word it? Not be you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're an artist at that size. Could you see yourself doing this for 10 years? You're going to be dead. An oxygen tank at every show. You're doing 13 shows for your tour, or 23 shows a tour with an oxygen tank. You can spend all your money just to try to breathe.
I'm not gonna lie, that nigga kind of got it made now, though. Can I curse?
You've been cursing the whole time.
Oh, yeah,
What are you talking about?
So, but like, you really gotta think about that shit. He go to a stage and just sit down the whole time.
Yeah, but with an oxygen tank right there, bro. Like, have you ever seen somebody that's on oxygen? What's the first thing that's on their door? You cannot smoke in that house. You don't think they smoking at this shit? You can't do no pyrotechnics. You can't do nothing that really grab the crowd.
Right.
You don't know when you're gonna blow up.
Right.
Literally. Not just figuratively. Like, you literally might blow up if somebody spark a blunt. Nobody want to live like that.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not healthy.
No.
It's not healthy.
I feel like a lot of artists, especially, they don't carry that healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And not saying you got to be the most fit type of person, but when you're doing drugs in every video, or you're doing you smoking, you drinking in every video, you got to think about your health at the end of the day. I know that might be something that how people can relate to you. You're talking to some I'm talking to the crowd right now, because anybody's been on the show, Ed got 2-3 drinks with him. Ed drinks a lot. I'm a drinker. The Navy made me into a drinker. I used to be a smoker. I'd rather drink than smoke. But I also make sure, I might hit my 15, 20, maybe 50 push-ups before I go to sleep.
Honestly, bro, I don't care, and it's for everybody that's watching. As long as you're doing your shit and you doing it not heavily crazy, do you. Like, if you need a drink to unwind that night, do that shit. If you need a drink to unwind before you do something, do that shit.
Do that shit.
Do that shit.
For local, preferably. I need to get Brandon. Hey, look, Monty, you remember that, man, when they was sitting on that shit? Man, yeah, y'all gonna have to pay me. I ain't performing y'all no more. That's crazy. Crazy work. We're gonna go to the next song, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm bad at counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next one, I don't know whose it is. I can't wait till we get the other one.
Say my name. Unreleased.
Hold on, wait. Not yet. See, now I need to be an ad-lib on that song, because that should be crazy.
I also produced this track.
But you said it was unreleased, right?
Unreleased. I've been performing it though, but it's unreleased.
What's the song called?
Say my name.
Damn. So y'all remember Say My Name when he finally released it? Because that beat automatically sound crazy.
Say my name. Got mad respect and I love this game. I'm too fly to be chasing lanes. Spazzing out, I'm too insane. Say my name. Fuck with me, cause I'm really bout it. All smoke in the air is crowded. Says he's nice, man, I highly doubt it. Niggas talking crazy, talking cap. Got receipts for that, I'm too authentic. Ain't no gimmicks, what I rap is how I live it. If you hating, you just jealous. Don't be mad, get out your feelings. My style is too appealing. I ain't tripping, shit, I'm chillin'. I'm for real though, I ain't lying. What can I say? The kid is back, the summer's packing, I stay winning, I see the vision, stay in motion, big waves like Bond Wave, this my ocean, I peeped her from a distance. What's your name? Let's stay in touch, you was babe from the jump like double dutch, keep it low key, I'm talking hush, I ain't tryna move fast, no need for the rush. I'm on a different time, man, this trap shit got a different target, a new mission, got on a lot like penitentiary. You rary, hold up, is it getting hot in here or it's just me? I ain't tryna quote Nelly, no country grammar, cause I talk slick, I'm slick space, capital C, turn me up. You ain't pulling me down like Tupac, I get around. Say my name, you better say it right now. Feel the rush, life is good, I'm high off it. Fuck it, we good, I'm chillin'. Like I said in the hook, if a nigga salty, oh well. Cast a spell, pray for my downfall. I'ma set it off, don't give a damn if you mad, fam. Now watch the crowd when I tell them, say my name. Got mad respect and I love this game. I'm too fly to be chasing lanes. Spazzing out, I'm too insane. Say my name. Fuck with me, cause I'm really bout it. All smoke in the air is crowded. Says he's nice, man, I highly doubt it. Niggas talking crazy, talking cap. Got receipts for that, I'm too authentic. Ain't no gimmicks, what I rap is how I live it. If you hating, you just jealous. Don't be mad, get out your feelings. My style is too appealing. I ain't tripping, shit, I'm chillin'. For real.
Hey, first and foremost, dope song, but you missing some ingredients. You're missing some ingredients, and I'm sorry to say it. It's No Limit, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with you. You got a female with you. I'm sorry. Use her. Use her voice.
Right.
When that, you need more. Say my name. Even if you gotta let a female voice on that chorus right there, bro. I get it, cause this is different from the last two tracks we didn't listen to.
Right.
I was not expecting that because the other two were real soft, real elegant, real like fluorescent. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? This one right here, you gritty with that shit. Okay. Let that female get her. Say my name. You got the beat for it, bro.
Right.
Use that shit. Use it. Don't release it with no female, bro. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
My personal opinion. I put a female on that chorus and that hook. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got,
I could picture it though.
you know what I'm saying? If the lady say my name, okay, that's Slick C right there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? On some pimp shit. That's just me. That's just Ed. I'm sorry. But that's a dope track too.
I like that idea though.
That's a dope, boy, that's a dope track. Have y'all thought about song placements?
What is that?
Like taking your music and finding, like, cause you knew a couple of these animes. I'm a big anime head.
Mm-hmm.
So are y'all video game heads as well?
Yeah, I play some video games.
Nah.
2K.
Nah, I used to be a video game head, but not anymore. I'm more into anime now.
Okay, so you're anime, right? So animes, video games, anything like that, movies,
Right.
anything. Finding those music producers in those video games or those movies, and then sending your tracks to be like, hey, look, I think my song would fit your future movies, or it fits this movie, or this could be on your soundtrack for this, that, and the third.
We're looking into that. It's just we haven't really found the right avenue to go in. We're like really new to that. We're not really informed on that like we should.
Right.
Street Fighter.
So
Street Fighter?
Do you just email them?
You just hit them up like you hit your bank up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Word.
You find them just like you find anybody else on Google, and you hit them up. Hey, my name is da 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 da. I'm with da 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 this, and I think this track. Take a listen if you could. Would fit that.
I want to get my shit in Ninja Turtles. I don't know why.
You know what I'm saying?
Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
the Street Fighter joke would have been tough too.
you know what I'm saying? Like fighting games, shit like that, where you really gotta have aggression with it. fighting, wrestling, anything. Shout out to A Monty. A Monty got one of his songs on AEW. That's a whole wrestling thing.
Hey, that's lit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just connecting yourself and thinking outside the box.
Right.
Maybe you don't have to be on stage all the time. Your shit can be on. If y'all got Crunchyroll, y'all can hear Fr.Karma on one of the animes that's on there. If y'all watching the movies like Superfly, you can hear Slick C. Have you ever seen Superfly?
I haven't seen Superfly.
What? You never seen Superfly?
Nah.
Stop playing with me, bro.
I'm gonna look up Superfly.
You don't even know what Superfly is, bro.
Hold on.
It sounds familiar, but
My phone dead.
You ever seen what's his name? Was on Disney. The actor was on Disney Channel. He was with the guy that played Everybody Hates Chris and Coco Jones.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about them.
Yeah, he was
on that?
yeah. He was on Superfly, made the movie, whatever like that. But his soundtrack, dope. All artists that you've never heard before.
Right.
If you on that type of level, like Say My Name, shit like that, y'all might want to think about it. I would just say, bro, this is just Ed talking.
Right.
Start looking at those other avenues, bro. Song placements.
That's another way to get revenue too. Music.
I'm trying to tell you, video games, anime heavy because they use a lot of music, especially for the intros and outros of songs. That's why the Japan market, you don't know any of those fucking artists that playing those intros and outros, but they all famous. You know what I'm saying? They all wealthy. That shit gets played for years and years to come. Yu Yu Hakusho came out in fucking 1989, if I do believe, and we're still playing it in 2025.
I think I can get my song on a Deadpool movie. I don't know. I just feel like it.
Shit, fuck it.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try.
Try. Take that leap of faith. What they say? Go ahead, Miles. You just gotta take that leap of faith. What's up, Danger? I'm sorry. I'm nerding out right now. I'm nerding out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely nerd out. What is speaking about nerding out? Everybody knows Ed's a nerd, but what about y'all, man? What are some secrets or hobbies that Fr.Karma and Slick C have that nobody knows about?
I watch a lot of anime, bro. Like, I'm a big fucking anime head. Anime is great. I think everybody should watch anime.
Oh, I wish D-Lo was here for this one. Give me. What's your one you watching right now?
Right now, I'm watching Solo Leveling Season 2.
My nigga.
nigga.
Arise. I'm sorry. If y'all don't know, definitely check that out. But yeah, y'all understand.
And I'm watching Dr. Stone. That's more of my chill anime. Have that in the background while I'm doing shit.
But it come with knowledge.
It does come with knowledge. What else am I watching? I'm watching Fairy Tail. That's for
new season, right? Or old season?
New season.
Okay.
It's for
all right.
reminiscent purposes.
Okay.
You know, obviously, Fairy Tail, once you're a little older, you're like, but
who wouldn't want to punch somebody? Never mind.
Yeah. But that's basically it for right now.
So okay. So big anime head. What about you, Slick C? What's a hobby that you have that your fans don't know about?
That my fans don't know about. I say maybe probably the video games part, even though it's not really that heavy, but you know, every once in a while I might turn on that PS5, play some 2K. I've been trying to get you to play Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you played that.
I'm trying to get on here.
Okay, so besides PS Network, y'all been fucking up for 24 hours.
I think that shit fixed.
No, it's not.
Wait, it's not?
It's not. Before I left here, that's why it took me so long to get here.
Right.
I was trying to. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about it, bro. Fist open. I'm open. I get it. Marvel Rivals, hard. What else you got?
I know I need to get back into working out. That used to be another big thing that I would do. Work out.
Gym.
The gym, yeah, hit the gym.
Yeah.
But I need to get back just because I don't know with school and stuff. I feel like I kind of lost my discipline and managing my time a little bit.
You ain't got no kids, B. You need to be in that. You need to be in that gym.
Facts.
Once you got kids and you stuck with that person, you just be like, yeah, I don't need to. Me and you, we here forever, so I don't need to do this anymore. Now, if they want it, then yeah, I'll do it. But if you don't want it, fuck it. Ed was not like this. But yeah, I understand.
What's your let's do top 3 anime. What's your top 3?
Top 3? Ooh, top 3 right now. Of all time,
All time, baby.
Devilman,
Devilman. The remake or the original? That nigga gave me that look.
Gundam G, because I can't give up. I can't give up. My hand burns red. It's telling me to feed. Yeah, Gundam G. Oh, damn. Because I want to say Yu Yu Hakusho, but then again, damn that third one. You said top 3. Fuck. Gundam G, Devilman, Trigon. Yeah.
So you're a big fan of
I heard about Trigon.
yeah.
Trigon.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
What?
I think it's on. Isn't it on Hulu?
That's the new version. We talking about the old Vash the Stampede, the old version, not this CGI animated shit. No,
Nah, I haven't checked it out yet.
no, you
I
gotta.
I didn't like the first 2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. So like in my head, Trigun was kind of like Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, so you don't like, the 80s, 90s
No,
style.
I
Yeah,
do.
I like that better.
I like Hajime no Ippo. I like Dragon Ball. I like Berserk, even though that was kind of slow in the beginning.
I can't do Berserk.
Berserk. No, I don't. Blame you.
After old boy did his homie like that, I lost faith in that show. I haven't finished it.
That's what made the show.
Yeah, bro, once you see somebody, bro, you fighting arms cut off,
I'm not gonna lie.
and your
I
home,
heard
huh?
about that Cowboy Bebop. How you don't like it? I ain't gonna lie because I'm not big on anime. I've seen my top one. I gotta say is Tokyo Ghoul. Because my friend put me on to that.
I stopped cracking my knuckles because of that show. Because motherfuckers look at that shit. See, you hear how it just pop like that? Yeah, I stopped doing it. I don't do it no more.
Another one, My Hero.
Okay, Deku.
Then
all day.
I kind of got back into it just a little bit recently. I don't know if y'all heard of it. I know I told you about it. Gungrave.
My niggas.
That's good.
My nigga.
And then now I'm watching the Cowboy Bebop. I'm big fucking with Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop is good if you didn't watch the Netflix live action.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't even know about it.
Don't, because if you, I like how they did the character adaptations because we knew old boy was black at the whole time. But anyways, Cowboy Bebop is one of those. If you like mysteries, if you like gunslingers, and you like that futuristic Western outlaw type of feel, then you'll like Cowboy Bebop. If you do not like space travel or Western movies or anything like that, you won't like it.
Right.
You won't like it. It's yeah. I understand. I get it. Yeah. I got it. Man.
Shit, I ain't named my 3 yet.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Death Note. The Beyblade Metal series. I used to fuck with Beyblade heavily.
I gave you Death Note. The Beyblade.
Hey, look.
Original. I like the original.
The original. Well, you know what I'm saying? That was my thing when we were younger. The Beyblade shit.
Yeah,
we
let
used
it
to take
rip.
those shits
Yeah.
to school. Fuck them up. What's the third one? My third one is Gantz has a series. Like, the series stopped early, but I watched them. That's like the only one. Like, I've read the whole manga as well. It's like they playing in front of a black ball. And
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That shit dark as a bitch. I like that shit.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, then. So we got some gamers and some anime heads, ladies and gentlemen, all the fans and supporters, so y'all can relate to it a little bit easier. I like that. Well, speaking of we talked about it a little bit, 2024. Now we're in 2025. We're in February. You know what I'm saying? Did we have any releases for Valentine's Day?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck going on. I just released this song. I didn't expect it to release that early. Everything's fucking expensive. Y'all gotta realize this as an artist. Everything's expensive. The beat's expensive. Going to the engineer is expensive. Going to promo is expensive. So yeah, everything's hard. So supporters keep supporting, please.
Before we go to Slick C,
Right.
because you said expensive. You know why everything's expensive?
Why?
Because y'all, I'm not going to say y'all, but actually I am going to say y'all. Y'all niggas don't network. Y'all don't network with people, bro. When I say that, when I say that, I say it in the sense of It's only experience if you don't build a relationship with a person that does what you need to be done. Like earlier, y'all said y'all use each other for the crafts and trades that y'all have. But there's more than just inside y'all circle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's more than just y'all three. Like y'all gotta get in touch with these DJs. Y'all gotta get in touch with these producers. I got a whole producer engineer right here behind me. If we was at our last location, there was Calvin Mirage, there was Dwayne for Audible Heat. It's a lot of people out here that really ain't looking for just the high expensive bread. Like they not listening. They just want people to support them just like they support you, or just be okay. Cool. You want to learn? You tell a person you go in a room and be like, "Yo, can I learn this? Can you teach me how to do this?" More than likely, bro, they gonna tell you everything they know, just because they gotta get it off their chest. They want to get it off their mind, and they appreciate somebody that think, hey, they think I know. They think I know some shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you build those relationships, that price gonna go from $250, or sometimes you be in the studio so long, you be like, bro, you good? Go ahead. You don't y'all don't understand how many times that has happened to me, where it's just like, bro, you straight. You already paid once. You didn't have no problem paying right then and there. Cool. Next time you straight, bro. Y'all you stayed. You want to learn. You wanted to be a part of what we got going on, or you cared. That networking goes a long way if you really know how to work it.
That's true. Just knowing people. Sometimes be knowing people versus the actual talent.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
This interview wouldn't have happened if I didn't know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Right.
Y'all seen my work, but that came from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That came from somebody else. It's like a domino effect.
But the thing is, though, I don't do good with forced networking. It's just not my thing. You could tell, ask him, like, I've never been good with forced networking, but I have, like, when I just walk in a building, I start off with conversations, just being myself. I've never had the mindset of networking. Like, yo, I like your music. Some people will lie and go up to people, yo, I like your music. They'll lie straight to your face. Not me. I'll go up to people like, yo, I like your music. I like your shirt. And that's how the conversation starts, and we network.
So are you one of those type of people that actually do that though? Like, so if let's say there's an event right now. Actually, there's a couple of events that's going on right now. Shout out to Marv P. Shout out to Jim 757. They're doing an event right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in that crowd. You walk in the building. Are you that type just to look at somebody and be like, I'm just gonna walk up to them?
Yeah, hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
If they not fucking with me, I'll leave. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always been that type just to walk in the building, see what's going on. Hey, bro, you fucking dope. Hey, shorty, you fire as fuck.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can understand it might come off weird to people, but on general occasions, it works out for the best.
Yeah. I mean, if it comes out weird to them, you in the wrong fucking
Say,
field.
if a random person give me a compliment,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
thank you.
Like, nigga,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you expect thousands of people listening to your song and you think one person come up to you is weird, you in the wrong field.
Yeah. I can agree with that. What about you?
What was the question?
Well, the general statement is: are you willing to network with other people? Like, are you willing to just?
Yeah, I think actually that's kind of something that I want to push now is being able to talk to people, just be like, hey, like, try to just figure out like what people do in a sense, see if we could kind of boost one another up in a sense, kind of like being collaborative, because I feel like if a lot more people here was just a little bit more supportive and collaborative with one another, I think VA it could be like a mecca of hip hop, kind of like how Atlanta is, New York is, in the sense.
Well, the 757 was always a mecca. If y'all do, see,
I think
y'all from here and don't even realize 757 has always been a mecca.
It just don't get pushed.
It got demolished because people was either leaving or they
That
was
part leaving.
they
crab in a bucket mentality. I think they have that as well.
Mm.
I'll get to that when we go into the viral talk.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This last part of the interview, we're gonna listen to one more song, and we're gonna crank it up one more time. Let's see who's on the selection this time. I gotta go to the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, this is the last one right here. Hold on. Oh, Mosh Pit. That's what it was. Mosh Pit. Bam. See, that person right there, I know y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see what I'm looking at. That he looks psychotic.
Yeah.
He look crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You look like you play golf.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie though. You ever seen before we play this song? Y'all ever seen like the Suge Knight in videos? Not like the actual Suge Knight, but the Suge Knight that be playing in movies and shit. Like you ever seen Compton?
Yeah.
And that version of Suge Knight? Yeah, you look like him, bro. I had to say that. I had to get that off my chest.
Suge Knight.
If you go the Compton movie, right?
Right.
And you look up their version of Suge Knight, you look like that dude, bro.
Is that a compliment or a diss?
No, it's not a diss. It's not a compliment either because I ain't complimenting no nigga, but but it's in that realm. But let's go to Mosh Pit, and then we're gonna crank it up a notch.
Mosh pit, yeah, we fucking up your mosh pit section. Yeah, we stomping in your section. Late nights, I just had another session. Criminal, yeah, I am another felon. Mosh pit, yeah, we fucking up your mosh pit section. Yeah, we stomping in your section. Late nights, I just had another session. Criminal, yeah, I am another felon. Man, these niggas got me fucked up. Don't they know I hit the road like a trucker? Mad Max in the back, be my gunners. Fuck the stepping bitch, we big stompers. Pull up on his mama grave and I jerk off. Make a nigga lose his breath like I made off. Abuse a nigga, bitch, I did it with my King Kong. He was white, now he calling me a nigga. Mosh pit, yeah, we fucking up your mosh pit section. Yeah, we stomping in your section. Late nights, I just had another session. Criminal, yeah, I am another felon. Mosh pit, yeah, we fucking up your mosh pit section. Yeah, we stomping in your section. Late nights, I just had another session. Criminal, yeah, I am another felon. Hold on, wait, I can't hear ya. Hold on, wait, I can't hear ya. Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. I can't hear ya. 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 I can't hear ya.
Definitely, it's there. But what we're gonna do for the last bit of the show, because you did have your moments, so I'm gonna direct it towards you right now. You had a couple of viral moments that are known on the internet, man. How was that experience?
It was good, honestly. Obviously, like people had stuff to say, but comparing me to other rappers, but they do that with everybody that gets big. So you know what I'm
You're
saying?
used to it.
Yeah. They do that with everybody. Like Mario Judah, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's I think it's funny, but a lot of people show support too. Like I found a fan base that I really like. So yeah, it was great. As far as going viral, I noticed that some of the artists stopped fucking with me. Like they got jealous. They said what I said was too inappropriate. Yeah, and they were like, "We don't fuck with him." Like they didn't say they don't fuck with what I said. They said they don't fuck with me. I was like, okay. I think it's kind of idiotic to me because they're not seeing how well this fit benefits me as an artist and benefits the area as an artist. You feel me?
I think most time when people have an issue with somebody going over top of them or necessarily getting a moment that they wanted,
Mm.
it is a jealousy aspect. Because it's like, damn, how did they get it? And I've been doing this. But I will say I had the same experience with podcasting. Like, I would look at somebody doing something and I'd be like, immediately, I can do that and I can do it better. You know what I'm saying? I can do this. And you put yourself in a, and this goes for the haters and the motherfuckers that just don't understand. But you put yourself in this element where you're you're in a competition with them, and they don't even know that you're in competition with them. You're basically just mentally putting yourself there,
Right.
and you gotta break out of that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got to the point where I was in competition with all the podcasts, and I'm like, all right, my numbers are better than them. I got these type of guests. I got these. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But then when I seen somebody that I just couldn't beat. Like they posting, I'm fucking posting 3 times. But I'm going tit for tat. And instead of having fun and actually getting to know these people and actually networking and building relationships, I'm just using them as a number. Like I got Fr.Karma, I got Slick C. Who you got? Oh, but the whole time they don't give a fuck. They don't care who I got on the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care how many times I post. They doing their content and I'm doing mine. But it took 2020. It actually took till like end of 2024, beginning of 2025 for me to be like, yo, I just want to have fun with this shit again. My first season, I had fun. I loved every artist that came on. Didn't care if the clips I put out had 100 views, 200, 1,000. I didn't care. Like, oh yeah, damn, bro, this was a great experience.
Right.
Season 4, I'm getting back into the swing of just having fun. Generally, just having fun with the people that I interview, cause y'all are dope. Y'all stories are dope. I love y'all's goals. I want to see if y'all accomplish them. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everything that y'all said on this show. I want to see that happens. So I think that goes with those type of people. Like they're just in that mentality of like, I want to be like them. Or I want to be better than them. Instead of just giving them praise, like, hey, bro, this is your moment. This is your time. My moment might be coming in the future. It might take a year, 2 years, 3 years. My moment's coming, but your moment's right now. That's dope. A lot of people can't do that, but it takes time, bro. I will say those artists that might don't fuck with you right now, it just take time. Let them get out their feelings, and they gonna come back. Straight up.
Yeah, they're gonna come
Moving to 2025 though, before we end the show, like what can we expect from both of y'all?
back. Definitely more music.
Say
Without
that
a
again
doubt.
for me.
More music, without a doubt. More music, more shows, and hopefully just being able to grow from what we were doing last year.
Okay.
Being in a better new position, a higher position.
Okay.
Growth and fucking up the music industry. So y'all kids stay tuned.
When you say fucking up the music industry though, like, I mean, where you going by that? Like, you want to fuck up the norm? You want to fuck up how people treat other people? Like, are you going to be an advocate? Like Kanye West, I feel like he's a balance of advocacy and just being him. Like he's like, hey yo, that shit that y'all seen on the TV or the people that you done seen, they really some fuck niggas. That's where Kanye is. That's why he's top tier. He's my number one rapper because he don't care. And a lot of things that he do, the subliminals, y'all wouldn't. A lot of people wouldn't understand. So is that what you're talking about? Like you want to?
Yeah, fuck up the norm.
Yeah, fuck the norm. For a fact.
The norm.
The day that Kanye West comes on No.Limit.Podcast, I'll probably be done after that. I set the tone.
Right.
Done.
You hit the max, the bar.
Yeah, like that's the bar. Like a lot of people be like, oh yeah, I would love to interview everybody I could once I get Kanye on here because I know that's gonna be like a 8-hour episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody tag Kanye West. We want Kanye West on this podcast.
Oh, for a fact, Kanye, you already know what it is. We talked about the Grammys, all that, everything that he does. I peeped and I watched. It's just like, even with him, like his wife dropping her robe during the red carpet event, and she's wearing that sheer Yeezy outfit and shit like that. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, he's exposing his wife. He's doing this. He's doing that. Y'all don't understand that back in the day, black women were exposed when we were on auction blocks or just black women, just slavery time in general. black women were used for the entertainment of others, for the embarrassment of themselves or their culture. I'm not saying that he directly did that, but if you read the message, that's what he did. Like,
So, are you a Kanye supporter?
oh, for a fact.
Oh shit.
For a fact. For a fact.
Oh shit.
For a fact. If
Even
I could
after
have.
them recent tweets.
For a fact. For a fact. Are you talking about the Diddy and all that shit?
The Diddy, the Nazi, him saying I love Nazis and all that.
Well, see, first and foremost,
And fuck Virgil.
Ed is German, so I'm just gonna put that out there. Ed is half German, so not the Nazi of killing people and stuff like that. No, but I understand the concept of like religion based and spiritual based. I understand what he was moving at, even with the Diddy notion of he needs to be free. But you gotta understand what he was saying. He was just like, they're tearing down the black man. They're tearing down the black man and shit like that. If y'all really understand, I'm sorry, I'm doing this during y'all's interview. But if y'all really understand Diddy's situation, it's more than the sexual abuse. It's more than the physical abuse. It's more than the people he's dated and shit like that. Y'all do realize Diddy's been doing this for over the 90s. We in the 2000s. So Diddy been Diddying for 30 years
So
and
why-
had no problems. You know why he had the biggest problem, right? It was a business deal gone wrong. He was
I heard about
exposing a liquor brand
Yeah, I heard about that.
for how they exploit other businesses
Right,
and business people,
right.
and Diddy was going against it.
Actually, I
And
heard
so
about that.
and so they said basically, and I'm not saying the verbatim, but on some street terms, they basically was like, "You trying to fuck up what we got?" And we own all the liquor brands. All the liquor brands that y'all be drinking are owned by one singular company. They might have different names,
Right.
but they're all owned by
It's an umbrella.
one.
I heard that thing about the news. Something about like the news is owned by one person.
Yeah. So when that happened was they got enough money where they were like, you know what? Go ahead and look into this dude. Go ahead and look into what he doing. We fucking all that up. Cause at the end of the day, there's big powers out here that we can't control. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get those Illuminati. Illuminati are just the motherfuckers that just can't be touched. Those are the ones that you just don't want to fuck with because they got enough money to make your shit look like trash. When Bill Cosby was trying to buy the newsstand, everybody loved Bill. Bill ain't had no problem since he been doing what he's doing. He said, I'm gonna buy a news company. He bit the hand. The hand said, okay, cool. We gonna bring out some shit that people don't know about. Now, whether it was right and wrong, y'all ain't say nothing about that until it bothered you, the main factor. When it bothers the main factor, that's when it's a problem. Right. You know what I'm saying? Epstein would have been able to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Weinstein would have been able to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But when you bite the hand or you try to go against the hand, they'll make an example out of you.
You know, one thing I wanted to add on about that Bill Cosby, I didn't hear about that news, but I did hear. I think it was might have been an interview with Dr. Umar. I forgot on what podcast interview he was on, but he was saying how I guess he has a estate up in, might be wrong, Massachusetts. I guess an oil company wanted him to sell his property so that they could drill, and he wouldn't do it, and then that's all that shit happened about women saying that he.
That's why I said earlier in the interview, are y'all okay with the lifestyle that y'all living? Because everything that y'all got going on right now between the both of y'all, whatever secrets or whatever fucked up shit y'all did in the past, it's on there and they gonna get it. Now, me personally, Ed, I just don't give a fuck. Right. You can find my old Twitter. You can find the OnlyFans. You can find everything about me. You can find that's why in my interviews I talk about it. Right. Because if I talk about it myself, there's not gonna be no surprise about it. It is what it is. So when I do become that big factor, that big figure that I want to be, and somebody brings it up, they're like, so Ed already talked about it. Oh, excuse me. I think a lot of people, a lot of entities out here, the reason why it gets fucked up is because they don't talk about it in the beginning. And then when it comes out, they're just like, 1989, I had relations with a woman that shit just didn't work out. What? And now she's trying to sue me because she's like, what?
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden. That's some things y'all got to expect. Oh, we had an argument and I raised my hand or I did this. What? I got arrested for this and this. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., look at him. Go cokehead, crackhead, drug addict, whatever like that. His past was fucked up. But when he became Iron Man and he didn't bite the hand, you can't touch him. He's one of the most highest grossed actors out there. Just don't bite the hand. That's it.
Don't bite the hand.
That's all it is.
Do you think you'd ever like bite the hand if you feel like it would help humanity as a whole?
I'll bite the if I'm helping humanity, if I got information, if I got enough knowledge on a situation, I'll bite that fucking hand off. And I don't care. And my family and my friends, they understand who I am as an individual. So you know what comes with it. If you want to dissociate yourself with me, if you don't want to be my friend or you don't want to be that, or I don't give a fuck if you my brother, my sister, my daddy, my mama. You say, yeah, I don't support me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. You knew how I was coming. Everybody know how I'm coming. I'm going to say how I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if I'm in the right, then I know I'm doing something that's going to help the world. No matter what people might feel. You know, they might feel a type of way. Oh, he said this. That. I don't care. I don't care. People around the world are too sensitive. Sensitive as hell.
Yeah.
You say something online, you say something in the news, and oh my God, I can't believe it.
Cancel culture.
I don't fucking care. And when you don't care, that's when they really get bothered.
Facts.
Why don't you care? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. So.
I agree.
But this show, I will say, it was a dope one. It was a difficult one. But it was a defiance. The 3 Ds. The reason why I say that is because both of y'all come from 2 different avenues, 2 different genres, 2 different dreams. So that was a little difficult for me. But the audience, they got to hear both y'all's history. Not in quite in depth. But as we go further in these interviews and in this relationship, they'll get that from you. They know where you want to be at. They know where you're trying to come. They know those personal thoughts of y'all's to really support y'all as fans and stuff. They know where you're coming at in 2025. They know where the music is at. And if they don't, that's where we got the drop. Pay attention to the drop that we about to do. I want to do more shows, more interviews with y'all. It's 2025. I'm pretty sure it's February right now. In June, y'all going to be on some other shit. You're going to graduate. You're going to have more
I still
shows.
got one more year, 26.
Oh, well, 26. Well, guess what? The interview's going to continue till 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? You got more shows, more viral moments. We're going to have those special things that's going on. But yeah, man, this has been a dope show. This has been a dope show.
We appreciate you having us.
Oh, for a fact. For a fact.
Great.
But till next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Fr.Karma and Slick C.
Slick C, a.k.a. Mr. Two Fly.
We out.
Peace.
Later.